Hello, everybody who's tuning in right now. I'm about to send out the announcement. This is my first ever, live solo stream, so we're gonna see how this goes. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I was looking for something that's like, sort of on theme for Windrose. So, I found this. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is a ye olde Vita-only game that just got ported to Steam, so hopefully not too many people have seen it and I can show it to you for the first time. So yeah, for everybody who's just joining us, this is, Ys, Memories of Celceta. It's an old series produced by Nihon Falcom. They've produced the Legend of Heroes series, Trails in the Sky, Trails in the Cold Steel, and the Ys series. You can pick them up on Steam for like $10. Yeah, Falcom absolutely rules. They're one of my favorite companies. This is one of my favorites by them. I'm not good at it, so I hope we have a good time. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce the name, chat, also. So if you've got a pronunciation guide or feel like correcting me, please feel free. So with no further ado, let's get started. Adol Kristen. Is it Kristen? Kristen. Adol Kristen. An adventurer of great renown whose exploits are widely discussed and hotly debated to this day. His enterprises are recorded in over 100 volumes of personal travelogue which paint a vivid picture of the world and set the imaginations of those who read them ablaze. Indeed, a significant number of historians continue to believe that the Age of Discovery came about as a result of Adol's travelogues and the thirst for adventure their contents spur. However, readers have often found themselves wondering at what point Adol Kristen, born in a poor village high in the mountains, began referring to himself as adventurer. Historians and scholars have proposed countless theories to address this. Yet in truth, the answer is recorded clearly in one particular volume of Adol's travelogues. The adventure I'm about to recount took place 2 years after Adol left his homeland. 18 years of age, his curiosity at its peak. Where would his thirst for the unknown guide him next, and what wonders awaited him there? Let us look back on the events which occurred in the great forest of Celceta and share in Adol's passion for adventure and discovery. So, I love this game. The music's gorgeous. I'm gonna let you listen a little bit. Suddenly, I realized that this game is not voice, and I will be doing all of the VA. Huh. Look forward to it. A couple of miners are talking nearby. Hey, you heard the latest news? Seems they found another gold vein. Yeah, I heard the head miner went to check it out a while ago. The way I hear it, there are gold veins all the way into the Great Forest. Ha! This gold rush business really never lets up, does it? Still, are they seriously planning to start messing around in the forest? Yeah, historically, gold veins never run out. Don't even joke about that. Going near that place isn't worth all the money in the world. Can't spend it if you're dead, after all. Whatever. Oh, I just noticed the man to the left. Huh. Can't believe it's been 5 years since Celceta came under Roman control. Yeah, Romans, R-O-M-U-N. And this city has never been more active. A happy accident. The Romans don't give a damn about us. Until they struck gold, they couldn't even be bothered servicing the roads around here. Well, I hear there's going to be a new governor general soon, for what it's worth. Who cares? Nothing's gonna change. They just come over here, put all the effort into lining their pockets, and then as soon as the money runs dry, the cycle starts over. I suppose you're right, but wait, hang on. That looks like a character with a face, unlike us. Looks like a Roman officer, and a pretty hot one at that. I wish they'd at least end the war with Attigo, so I could do business in peace already. Couldn't agree more there. Feels like they're just dragging their feet at this point. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go die over here real quick, thanks. Watch it, you idiot! Look where you're going! Who does that? Adol was completely exhausted. He couldn't even muster the energy to stand up. Ha, that all you got? Kids these days, I'll tell ya. No backbone at all. Yeah, this man just killed someone and walks away. Leaves him dying in the rain. Just, no, not my problem. Kids these days. Who am I? Yeah, Adol's having a bad day. He's having a very bad day. And then we get our, mandated anime OP, and I fucking love this. I'm gonna let it play. So yeah, that's our opening. For the Japanese release, there is singing that was replaced by electric guitar. That is a technique they do a lot. You're getting used to it. I kind of like the vocal version, but you know, whatever. J-Man asks, when does this get embarrassing? I think there is one section that I find slightly embarrassing, but it's not bad. This game's pretty on the level. Someone earlier noting that somebody was putting a flower on Adol's grave. You have no idea how funny that's going to be in context. Good call early. Peach. Goodness, life is full of surprises. To think that someone would wind up collapsed in a heap in the middle of a bustling city like this. And you're given minor options. Generally, Adol has 2 modes. Honest, good boy Adol, and incredibly sassy, kind of asshole Adol. For this, you can choose to be just a normal, run-of-the-mill, happy RPG protagonist, or you can choose to lean into the amnesia angle, which, unfortunately, Adol does have amnesia. That's, for most people who are kind of sick of tropes, that's a bad thing, but let me tell you, this game does something awesome with it. So we're gonna lean into the amnesia. Well, aren't you an interesting young man? I'm sorry, I can't look after you just because you say you've lost your memories. You're gonna have to deal with that shit on your own later, loser. But I should be able to at least give you somewhere to rest your weary bones for a spell. So do take it easy. That was a nasty spill, and I'd hate to see it happen again. Slow motion cut back to him getting fucking backhanded in the face.
Adol?
Adol? Is that you, Adol? Hell yes. My boy.
There you are.
There you
I
are.
finally found you.
Oh shit, there's voice acting. It's me, your old pal
I
Durin.
told you to let me know if you managed to make it back alive.
Is that all, or who are you?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, that's really not funny. It's you, Adol Christian. But never mind that.
Did it?
I can't believe you came back alive from the great forest of Celceta, of all places. If you guys want to do fan art, sure, like, feel free. I would be shocked and honored. They say when you set foot in there, you lose all sense of direction and you never come out again. Supposedly lots of gold in those woods. But Hispani and Roman both keep their distance, so there's no map to be found. I tried to stop you, man! And once you stepped out of that gate, I thought you were a goner for sure, like all the others. But here you are, proving me wrong. You're my favorite source of I mean, my dearest friend. All right, now straight to business. No offense intended if I cut to the chase, but I am an information dealer after all. He's an information dealer with a big dumb collar, a cool ponytail, and he's the size of a fridge. I love this man. I want all the intel you've got about the forest, and don't you dare skimp on the details. Tell him the truth or try winging it. Yeah, no, chaos. You serious? Alright, that's what I like to hear. First and foremost then, where are the villages in there? Just knowing that would be a huge deal for future expeditions. Adol. Oh shit, maybe I can't pull this off, guys. Adol couldn't continue the charade. He wound up telling Durin the truth. You've gotta be kidding me. Those beers appeared out of thin air. So you don't even remember who I am, who you are for that matter?
Oh boy.
Oh man, what the hell happened to you in there? Actually, forget I asked. In fact, forget we ever had this conversation at all. My instincts are telling me that you got yourself into some big trouble in that forest, and I want no part of it. Sorry man, don't take it personally, I know a bad deal when I hear one. Hey, what's wrong? We've got a problem! The mine! There are monsters in the mine! What? So monsters just showed up in that newly dug tunnel. It does lead to some old ruin. No surprise there'd be monsters in a place like that. Either way, times like these are what we have the Roman army for, right? Oh yeah! Leo, where's Commander Leo? He's not here right now. It seems he's out doing some sort of military training exercise. Even worse, the soldiers there are still just panicking. They have no idea what to do. Seriously? Man, they really are useless. Finally get a chance to do something useful for once and they just freak out. Are there any miners who didn't get out in time? I don't know. It was every man for himself in there, so nobody really paid much attention. Can't blame them for that, I guess. You totally can. Anyway, we can't just sit around. Let's get to the mine. Right.
No way.
Sounds like there's a whole bunch of trouble down at that old mine. Adol, I'm gonna go take a look. See ya. Oh, scumbag. Basic controls. Move using the this is not a PlayStation Vita. Talk pressing the still not a Vita. Examine using the certainly not a Vita button. In addition to the original configuration options, further customizability has been added specifically for this PC edition of Ys Memories of Celceta. Open up the camp menu and select System, then Options, then check under Additional Options to blah 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 PC version. I'm using a DualShock 4 controller plugged in. It thinks it's an Xbox 360 controller, which is emulating a Vita game. We are 6 layers of madness separation in. Oh, look at them run. That 45-degree angle. Okay, camp menu, blah, blah, blah. there is a menu that you can go to look at your anime boy, but he doesn't have any gear right now, so yeah. Okay, so first things first about this game. This is the roll. The roll is incredibly fast and makes a very loud noise and is super active. I am going to avoid doing it, despite the fact that I spam it in single player for the sanity of the stream. So I am going to walk everywhere. Sometimes if you catch me just rolling around, feel free to shout it out. I tend to fall into that habit. Varshine, no, do it always. Listen, if this was single player, yeah, I'd be all over that. You don't need whoosh, 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 whoosh in your life. What is taking so long? Hurry it up, get the injured out of there. Yes, ma'am. The safety of the miners is our highest priority. Make certain all of them are accounted for. Understood. What? Huh? Who's that now? That's Governor General Griselda. She just got here recently. Seems Commander Leo's away on business today, so she was assigned here in his place. I'm a little disappointed. To be honest, I came all this way to the mines just so I could see the Romans screw up, not do their jobs. Guess you can't win them all. Are you the last? No, the head miner and a few others got trapped in the room the monsters came out of. Please help them. Counting the head miner, how many are left? 3, I think. Understood. You may rest now. We will see to it that the others are rescued. Oh god, I forgot about these two. Shit. You two! There are miners trapped inside who need our help. Make the necessary preparations and head in immediately. But we haven't received any orders from the commander yet. This is an emergency. I am in charge. Prioritize the safe rescue of the miners above all else. There is no need to eliminate the monsters inside. Hey, Sancho, who's the higher rank? The commander or the governor general? The governor general, of course, idiot. There's no time to waste. Move it. Yes, ma'am. Governor General seems a hell of a lot more dependable than Commander Leo. Shame you can't say the same about those soldiers, but let's wait and see, I guess. Maybe she can whip them into shape. So Adol is currently tripping balls. So this is a unique action that Adol can do. So Adol, the main gimmick is, and this is the reason why I wanted to play this in proximity to Windrose, is because it has a lot of similarities. Adol lost all of his memories journeying around Celceta. He can, whenever he visits locations, pick them up again and remember what happened there. So this is how you reveal parts of the map? Like, subconsciously. It's really clever because he's visited there before, he suddenly has a flashback to what occurred in this place, and suddenly everything's mapped out around you. It's super goddamn clever. So we're gonna touch the light. He began to feel a light headache, and then hear voices echoing inside his head.
I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that you repelled one of Sis's knives with just your sword. She never misses.
I honor the skill and courage you have displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts.
Yeah, he might not look like much, but his skill with a sword is really something. You'll have to fight me one-on-one sometime.
And every time you pick up another of Adol's memories, he becomes more of the adventurer he was when he entered Celceta and lost all of them, so his HP comes back. Sword, was I a swordsman? Adol felt an uncontrollable urge to get involved. It was simply too much to bear. He had to try to help resolve the situation. I love this nerd. Memories you've regained can be rewatched at any time, so we're gonna head on in. Was I a sword? So yeah, you just charge on in there.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold up now. I step away from you for just a few minutes, and find you wandering in here alone. Where do you think you're going? I heard a strange voice, or calm down and stay back. That last one has some weird connotations. Are you sure you weren't just hearing things? You obviously suffered a blow to the head if you wound up with amnesia. Adol explained to Durin what happened at the mine entrance. Hey, I think I get it now. You're one of those people, aren't you? Nothing I hate more in this whole wide world than you naive, meddlesome little do-gooders. You just have to try to solve everyone else's problems, and you drag others down with you while you're doing it. Well, I know better than to try and talk you out of these kinds of crazy stunts, but if you must go, at least take this. I love Durin. You probably see why already. He's great. I don't want your corpse on my conscience. Can't believe you were seriously thinking of wandering in here barehanded. Come to think of it, you've lost all your memories. Does that mean you've forgotten how to fight too? Maybe. That's not really something you should be saying with a straight face, especially not in a mine full of monsters. Fine, I'll come part of the way with you. Only part of the way though, you got it? Thanks. Sure, yeah. Come on, let's get going. Durin, join the party. Yep, so this is, in a lot of Ys games, you're only playing as Adol or your assigned character. This game's rather unique in that you control many more than one, and you're right in it. So, you might have been expecting this to be a turn-based RPG or something slow, but oh boy do I have a surprise for you. I rolled everywhere, I'm sorry, I just said I wouldn't do that. This is a pretty old-looking monument. Doink! What? What did you just do? I touched it. Yeah, I guess that's all you did. Looks like it's been buried here for a long time. Oh well, let's just focus on getting out of here. No time to be worrying about old statues or gameplay mechanics. Yeah. Monuments and retrying. These are your checkpoints. It's that simple. So once you've touched one, you'll heal up to full whenever you touch it again. Yeah, that's the way it be. Keep rolling, dumbass. Oh, I love that. Yeah, these are monsters, all right. What are they doing this close to the entrance? How does it feel to hold a sword again, Adol? I am a sword. Yeah, you sure are, buddy. You still haven't equipped that sword I gave you. Hurry up and equip it already, damn it! Don't let my present go to waste! Yeah, if you, the game's like, if you don't equip the thing, it gives you a little bit of extra sass, won't let you in the fight arena, and you get that little extra interaction that I absolutely love. How does it feel to hold a sword again? It's a little heavy. Oh, I'm really starting to worry about you, you know? Try taking these monsters on by yourself to start with. They seem pretty weak, so they should be a perfect warm-up. And if you can't even handle that, then I am so done with you. So yeah, attack, guard, evade, simple mechanic options. It's attack, guard, no, reduces a lot of damage, evade, dodge out of the way. I don't believe dodge has any iframes unless you perfect dodge, which is something that we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, they want you to basically beat these up, and I just got my first skill, Rising Edge, which is something that I can equip right now. Now, skills are, you just basically pick them up by attacking, and that little bar to the right, that little sun meter, shows how many times I can use a skill. The more enemies I beat up, the more, oh, I guess there's me spoiling the perfect dodge mechanic, but yeah. Basically you got meter, that's it. Looks like your body remembers how to use a sword, even if your brain doesn't. Awesome! You learned a skill in that fight, too. Make sure you equip it before we move on, though. You can only use skills when you've got them equipped. And I already did that, yeah. We got that. Nolo 9090, yeah, Adol is pretty, like... You'll see there's a lot of variety in the characters. Adol is actually very similar to Link, and that's especially noticeable in the, top-down games. Okay. So, here's where things go. Oh, these are little, like, mining nodes. Instead of, like, pulling out a pickaxe, you just beat the shit out of them and collect all the ore off of the ground. These monsters aren't gonna be as easy to deal with as the last lot. My strike attacks aren't too effective against soft-bodied creatures like this. They're just too wiggly! But your sword slash attack should do the job nicely. On the other hand, those crunch-looking ones over there might repel your sword. But my fists and kicks can smash them up real good. In other words, we both got enemies we're strong against and enemies we're weak against. You focus on the monsters weak to slash attacks, and I'll focus on the ones weak to strike attacks. You got it? So, yeah, this is a, Yeah, Durin is a monk, is the best thing. So, Adol's a swordsman. You might expect Durin as an information broker to use, like, I don't know, a knife or something. No, he punch. He punch real hard. He's shaped like a fucking fridge, and he kicks as much ass as a fridge. So, you've got 2 modes that you can set your little AI companions to. I don't think they'll let me do it quite yet, but there we go. You starting to get the hang of fighting again? Oh, and just in case you need it, I'll give you one of these. Picked up a honey potion. Blush. You're so thoughtful. Oh, what the hell is wrong with you? Don't say something like that with a straight face. It's embarrassing. Anyway, that's a healing item. Always good to keep a few of them on hand. If your health's low and you think you're in trouble, use one while you still can, or forever hold your peace. So, I have a thing. I think in most video games, except a few, recovery items are either one of 2 things, universally. They're either way too strong, or way, way underpowered.
Leave it to me.
Take a guess what type of game this is. Is it gonna be too strong or too weak? And I will look at chat to check it out. Don't say game mechanics and character, it's weird. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so we're getting a lot of strongs.
I think my leg's broken.
Oh my god, that's their voices.
Stop whining, or the commander's gonna yell at us when he gets back. Go away! Shoo! Shoo!
So you got 2 options, the choice of destiny here. Now, I think we're doing a chaos energy Adol run, so it's, yeah, this ain't our problem. Come on, you were the one who ran in here first. You can't just turn tail and flee now. Out of the monsters we've fought so far, these look like the toughest. But just think of it as a chance to review everything you've learned. Give them all you got. The extra gauge. The extra gauge increases when a skill hits a foe. The more SP it costs, the more the gauge will go up. When the extra gauge is at max, unleash a powerful extra skill. Extra skills are actual supers. Yeah, so that's that fight. I thought I was gonna die.
Come on now.
Come on, you're just exaggerating. By the way, who are you two? Oh, just a passing information dealer and his amnesiac do-gooder companion. There you go, that's the game. That's the game in a nutshell. You two might not be any kind of match for what's in here. You'd do well to head back. Sancho, let's do that. I don't think I can go on, my leg still hurts. I knew I wasn't cut out to be a soldier.
Oh, boy.
Suppose we might as well leave for now. It's not gonna be any use like this. Take care of yourselves, you two. Bye! The Celcetan army is technically part of the Romans' armed forces, but it's made up of more locals than trained Romans. As you can see, morale isn't exactly high. That means it's our time to shine. Let's keep moving. So, I saw a lot of strongs in this game, for recovery items. You are correct. Recovery items are very powerful. They can be used instantly from this menu, and you can shovel as many of them into your greedy face as you want. The only limit is how much dosh you have. I don't think they're the most heinously broken recovery items I've ever seen, but they are very powerful. Always stay stocked. You can cheese a lot of boss fights with them. Oh, so we got a bunch of floppy boys, so you want to use Adol's attacks. Now, You'll notice whenever I kill an enemy with a skill, I get a special slow-mo cutscene that says skill finish. Basically, for being stylish and finishing things off with skills, you get bonus XP. I am very bad with Durin's for a skill, Skullcracker, because let's take a look at Adol's. It generates from his body in a straight line towards an enemy. Durin, on the other hand, is like, check it out, man, I'm going for it! He flies straight at an enemy and then performs an overhead kick. It's really strong, but really wonky to land. It's Stinky Schloops. Yeah, J-Man. Damn, looks like it's locked. Let's see. If I could just eat the lock, I could get anywhere. Wait, nope, it's not budging. Don't think there's any other way to go deeper in the mine, though. Let's try forcing it open. That'll be plan B. The lock this well made, it's easier said than done. I think we should take a look around here and see if the key's anywhere nearby before we start busting up the place. Yeah. Durin, you're powerful. You just punch through. Eat through it with your giant jaw. The chest is locked up tight. This too? Oh boy. Still, this is a much simpler lock than the one on the gate. No problem, leave it to me. So, lockpicking. Every character in this game has a unique way to interact with the environment. I am going to be frank, Durin and Adol's are the most useful. Adol can reclaim memories, Durin can pick locks. I love his fucking balls out, just kick the chest open. Looks like that did the trick. Right then, let's go get the gate open and see what's waiting for us behind it. So, if I'm being honest, most of the time I lock in and only play as Durin because I like him more, even though he's jankier. There is a character later that I like even more than Durin, but for the sake of this run, I'm gonna try to give everyone their fair shot. But for now, I'm going to play as my boy, because he's the best. The Hatman. I am a very legitimate information dealer who also just happens to know how to pick locks and suplex elephants. It is all part of information brokering. Do not question.
Leave it to me.
Grey Waffle asks a very important question. Who locks up a key? Stop. There we go.
Leave it to me.
So, the game's doing a pretty good job of alternating soft boy enemies and hard crabby enemies to teach you to swap back and forth between your characters. As the game goes on, they'll start to offer sort of like mixed packs of enemies. So it's about like, if you want to maximize your... Whoa, he's going nuts. If you want to maximize your XP, you've got to trade a lot. Doink, doink. South American Koipo. Durin and Adol look like the deconstruction of an Emily. You're not wrong. Huh. This place feels a lot different from the rest of the mine. Looks like some kind of old ruin. Huh? Hell yeah! This music! We're in it right away. The awakened armored beast. Is this the monster that started all the trouble? Watch out, Adol. If you don't want to die, you'd better hurry up and remember how to fight. Battle tips. The following sequence will allow you to fight effectively. Obtain SP with charged attacks. Use skills to charge the extra gauge. Unleash an extra skill. So we're gonna go ham on this guy, which is fun. Ow. So, there are two types of basically, like, defense tricks in this game. There's guard and there's dodge. Now, normally you'd be like, oh man, dodge is better because it completely negates attacks, right? Not necessarily so. Dodge will get you out of the way of attacks, but guard, if you manage to perform what's called a perfect guard, let's see if I can do it, will give you meter, while dodging perfectly will give you the equivalent of this game's witch time. So that's a flash guard. That gave me a lot of meter. See, flash guard gives you a lot of that blue stuff in the corner. So I'm gonna want to do that a lot on this guy and then just spam my specials. Ow. And once again, we love our recovery items. Now I'm gonna show you guys, hopefully, what a flash dodge looks like. Come on, come on. Maybe not. Can I go ham on him? Okay. So the tutorial desperately wants you to build up enough special to super and just punch the crap out of this guy. It's most effective to do that when he's down, which I'll show you in a second. There's a flash move. So a flash move slows down the game a little bit. It gives you a little bit of time to go ham on the boss. Like that. You basically want to flash move if you can push an advantage. Flash guard to restore your SP. Your defensive options have a lot of meaning. It's great. I quite like it. So right now this guy's in, like, functionally a broken state. He's down on the ground. If I'd used my super here, I would have absolutely demolished him, but we're taking it a little slow. And he's going nuts. So we're gonna switch to our boy Adol here. Flash guard a whole bunch. Yeah, you can see how fucking nuts this can get if you flash guard everything in a sequence of laser beams. I love it. I'm so happy to be playing this game for you guys. This is one of my favorites. Chumley parry. So, another thing that the E series is known for is the Zero Chill. So this is the very first boss in the game, and as you can see, pretty tough actually. Using a bunch of recovery items, using all the mechanics, still pretty hard. Yep. I like it because it makes your hands actually tired. So you can also, when an attack has, right there, say like multiple frames of hit, I'm gonna just use Adol Super. If it hits you a bunch, you can actually flash guard and dodge and get the bonuses above. Ah, he's guarding one. There we go. And that should be that. First boss down. First boss of the game, yeah. No, they start you off pretty rough. It's a good time. Whew, that was close. But man, I've got to say, you're pretty strong. You might have lost your memories, but I'm starting to see how you were able to make it out of the forest alive. No one's more surprised than I am. Is such a... So, this guy is like, how the hell did you beat that monster? And you're like, no idea. And yet, you came wandering in here without a sword. I also like it that Durin's giving you all this flack and he kills shit with his bare hands. Hopeless doesn't even begin to describe you. You two! I couldn't believe my eyes. You actually managed to take down that huge monster? I'm Wagner, the head miner. I'm so glad you're okay. You could also choose I'm just a passing philanthropist, but that is not the case. I can't thank you enough. You literally saved all of our lives from certain doom. As long as that monster was there, we had nowhere to go. At least none of you are too worse for wear. Thank goodness for small favors, I guess. Yeah, small favor, just killing something the size of a mountain. Don't worry about it. Absolutely. I'm eternally grateful that no one was hurt, although there is something worth noting that occurred just in the next area. See, there's a strange statue there, and at one point, it started to glow. That seemed to calm the monsters a bit. It might have been my imagination, but I could swear it actually happened. What kind of ruin is this? Sometimes we end up unearthing remnants of old ruins when digging tunnels around here. Ultimately, that means we also sometimes end up unearthing monsters like that thing. Haha, funny risk of the job. You look like you want to see that even more now, Adol. If you're interested, you should go take a look for yourself. We, on the other hand, should be leaving. I'm thinking everyone's quite worried by now. Sure thing, take care of yourselves. Nolo 9090. I can't help but notice that short sword is the size of Adol's entire head and torso. That's just how it be in anime land. So you're into these kind of places, huh? Well, we're out here anyway, so we might as well take a look around. So, Durin's a little, He's like, he does that whole like, I am definitely not gonna help you, no way, how, no how, and then winds up coming along anyway. He's such a sweetheart. Hey, what's that? That statue Wagner was talking about. Adol was suddenly stricken with a violent, intense headache. Adol. I truly sorry. This way. Certain you return. This false sanctuary. I have... Hey, Adol, you okay? It looks like you just got hit with a bunch of very frustrating exposition. Was it that voice you heard outside again? You don't look so good. I think it's about time we head out of here ourselves. Suddenly, a light appeared before the two, concealing a small winged object within it. Oh, it's a pigeon! Oh wait, no, it's just magic.
Hold on.
Whoa, that sure wasn't here before. Where the hell did that come from? Sure, looks old. I wonder what it was used for. Do you think this ruin has anything to do with the voice you heard? You know, I want to choose Sassy Adol, but I can't be mean to Durin. It's not fair. So, I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess you wouldn't. Sorry. I know that when the miners dig up ruins, monsters sometimes show up or other strange things start to happen. Seems like this is just another unsolved mining mystery for the mining history books. Well, anyway, I'm ready to go at any time. When you're done down here, let's head back to the surface. Okay, so, we just got the Silver Wing. The Silver Wing lets you fuck off. That's its ability. The Silver Wing is shining brightly. It appears to be reacting to something. Oh boy, what now? Is it resonating with that stone over there? Let's take a closer look. The Silver Wing can now be used to fuck off. Okay, so as you can see, this is the start of our map, and what I love is, right off the bat, it lets you zoom out and see the size of this game. This is what we've explored so far. And the map is very important for a reason that you're about to see. And this is the best fucking part of the game. You guys are oh, you're gonna love it. What just happened? This is the entrance to the mine, isn't it? How did we get here? Is that Monument Warbus? So many weird things have happened today, it's making my head hurt. Come on now, let's get back to town already. I'm rolling again, I'm sorry. Butterblade11111 says, asks, what is this? This is Yeast Memories of Celceta. It's an old Vita game and one of my absolute favorites. It's really, really damn good, and hopefully I can show y'all why. This song is so good. I'm gonna let it just play for a sec. Okay, so we were basically thanked for doing a good job by the Governor General and invited to her office. Yeah, no, I love that tune. Doesn't play enough. Cherish it while it lasts. CCM 89 says, I assume he's beaten it already. Believe it or not, I have gotten to the final dungeon and then stopped twice. Because I want to see that with you guys. I want to see the ending live on stream, so I got all the way up to it, and then completely stopped because I want that part to be fresh. So yeah, that'll be fun when we get to it. Still, this is quite the coincidence. I recently heard of a mysterious island called Asteria in the east, long cloaked in violent, impenetrable winds. And I also heard that it was freed from its storm wall by a young red-haired man much like yourself. References to the other Yeast games! Now that you mention it, I heard something similar from a traveler in the bar myself a while back. But, there's no way, right? Regardless, I would like to extend my deepest thanks to you for all you've done here, Adol. And there is one other issue I would also like to discuss with you. Teleport out of chair. You are familiar with the great forest of Celceta to the northwest of here? Of course. Well then, that certainly simplifies matters. It is said that few who enter the great forest ever return alive. As such, even our army has been hesitant to explore its depths, leaving it mostly an uncharted wilderness. However, we've recently received orders from instructing us to find new gold deposits. We must make haste. I therefore have a request for you, Adol Kristen. Would you consider undertaking the task of mapping the Great Forest on our behalf? This is what I'm playing a video game for. Fucking main quest, go into the woods that no one's ever explored before, map it. That's your job. Make a map. That's so good! Mapping it? Again, it is an uncharted wilderness. Few set foot within, and fewer return. Therefore, no map presently exists. You would begin a thorough expedition into the forest starting tomorrow, carefully mapping every I cannot deny that it will be a dangerous task indeed, but you will be rewarded most generously for your efforts. Tomorrow we will be formally announcing the quest and presenting the first able to complete it with a large sum of gold. What kind of money are we talking about here? It will be awarded in installments based on percentage explored, like some sort of, stares at the camera, completion rating. In total, our budget is 30 million gold. Whoa, not bad at all. Numerous explorers and prospectors have already heard rumors of this and begun gathering here in Kaznan. So, this is a small thing. I love it when characters deliver exposition with their fucking eyes closed. It shows that they are not reading the script. If you are interested, I would like to hear your answer as soon as possible, before sundown tomorrow preferably. However, the hour is late, so please rest for the night. There's a room at the inn. I'm hopeful you'll think it over. So I've had multiple people say it's okay for me to roll, so get ready for some rolling! It's him. Oh? You're the swordsman who took down that monster in the mine, aren't you? Damn straight. Or, you've got the wrong person, bub. That's, the two alignments right here. Damn straight. I thought so. How did I know, you ask? Because I'm a genius, of course.
I am the great Leo, commander of the Celcetan army and the finest swordsman around. Don't you start getting cocky just because you took down a little monster while I was away. If I'd been here, I would have defeated it in a tenth of the time. With such skill and grace, you would have been left speechless.
He just fucks off and walks through the... You see two people standing there, right? You talk down to them, you don't walk around, you walk through the middle of them! They need to get out of your way! Commander Leo is probably the most infamous man in Kaznan. I'm sure you can see why. Amazing how quickly he got involved with some of the strangest, most influential folks around. So, most of the characters in this game are really frickin' likable. And as the game rolls on, you just start to like them more. I love this game. So then you go get Smasho at the bar. Exhausted, Adol and Durin made their way towards the bar. Spencer, I don't know if I can 100% it. I'll give it a shot. There's some parts for 100% completion that aren't very fun. If we count getting all the achievements as 100% completion, which we shouldn't. I can, I'll show you off all the map, I'll fight the super boss, I will get all the skills, and I'll show you all the characters. I don't think we're gonna collect every item in the game, because that is no fun, because there is a character that can steal things later, and hilariously it's not the information broker, and I'm pretty sure you need to get items off of people using them, which is tedious. I might do it off screen and just show you guys the end result. I think this has been the longest day of my life. Durin, my dude, it is like, we are 47 minutes into the game. Do not say that now. So, what are you gonna do about the Governor General's request? I'm going to accept it. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the best quest. Huh, really? That's surprising.
Adol.
Say, Adol, I've got a crazy idea. How about the two of us accept their offer together? Fucking love you, Durin. As partners? Hey, I said it was a crazy idea. It does kind of feel like I've been dragged all over the place by you today, but I can't deny it's all been pretty exciting. I want the money. You want to get your memories back. And to get your memories back, you're gonna need to go back into the Great Forest anyway, right? We make the map, sell it to the Romans, and I get some juicy info while we're at it. Everyone's happy. It's a win-win. Sounds like a plan. Great, it's a deal. If we can both benefit, we might as well stick together. Safer than going into those woods alone, that's for sure. And thus the partnership is struck. Adol and Durin decided to accept the challenge of mapping the Great Forest of Celceta. As it was late, however, they opted to rest up at the inn for the impending expedition. The next morning, they visited the Governor General to formally accept the mission, then immediately began prepping for the road ahead. Acquired map of Celceta. So, yeah, this is your main quest. Now, I'm sure you're ready to explore, but let me first give you a rundown of the things you can do in Kaznan. First, quests. Here's how they work. You accept quests whenever you want by checking the quest board at the inn. And anytime you complete a quest, you'll get a reward from the client. You see that board over there? That's Kaznan's quest board. Let's go have a closer look at it. Durin says, and then takes the lead. To Milka Fabros, honey potions, purchasing iron ore. So, yeah. Basically, all of these that are marked urgent, you should complete soon, because they can be basically walled off by progression in the game. So we're gonna do to Milka Fabros and honey potions. Purchasing iron ore, on the other hand, is, that you can do at any time. Bear on the Plains you can do at any time. We're gonna do it right away because I want to die. Did you check everything posted on there? Looks like someone from this bar has put a request up. Why in the fuck? Convenient, I guess. If you feel like accepting it, go talk to him. Do not question the weird gesture he just did. Might be good practice, though this guy's a little odd. Good tune. By the way, you have a journal, right? You can note your progress exploring the Great Forests. Quests you've accepted, monsters encountered, materials found. If you write those kind of things down, it'll come in handy later on. It's always a good idea to make lots of notes. Like, say, if something crazy happened, like you lost all of your memories. Not that anything like that would ever happen. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's all I've got to say about quests. Next, I'll give you a quick tour around town, so let's head outside and not talk to that flexing man. We're gonna talk to the flexing man. That look on your face tells me that you have something to say. Could you have seen my request on the board? That's right, so what is it you want us to do? Allow me to explain. Right now, I'm in the middle of refining my finest product. Naturally, I'm talking about the almighty Muscle Milkshake! After some thought, I've decided on the perfect ingredient. The essence of the wild, impossible to obtain from livestock, surrounded by domestic comforts. That, gentlemen, is Fabros milk. Fabros milk? Indeed, the Fabros is a strong wild beast, which looks similar to a cow, found on the plains just before the Great Forest. And I'd like you two to go and milk one for me. Milking a wild beast, huh? Sounds like it's gonna be a tough one. So is there some way to tell the males and the females apart? Seems so, yeah. The easiest way to tell them apart is to look at the horns. Males have 3 horns, females only have 1. That easy, okay. There are a few other things you should bear in mind. First, female Fabroses are exceptionally cautious beasts. As such, you won't find many of them on the plains. and if one of them sees you as a threat, it will run away immediately. So you're going to have to sneak up on it. I see. You're pretty knowledgeable about these things, aren't you? Haha, of course. In my younger days, I would sometimes milk a Fabros and drink it on the spot. But I can't abandon this shop long enough to do that now. All I can do is put out a request asking someone else to do it for me. Right. I think that covers everything. You got that, Adel? Next time we're out on the plains, let's look for a female Fabros. Actually, I have a fairly good idea where you can find one. There's a patch of field where the Fabroses are known to graze. Here, let me show you. Mucho pointed to an area on the map of the Great Forest. Yep. Well then, good luck. Huh, I am a man! Yeah, that's it's cool, man. You do your thing. Yeah, so that was weird, right? Anyway, let's talk about shopping. That is Billy's Curios. He sells all kinds of items from health potions to antidotes. And that is Thomas's Armory. As the name suggests, he's your man if you need any new weapons or armor. Shall we have a look over there then? Oh look, it's Informed Man from the very beginning of the game. Nice place, isn't it? That guy over there is its namesake, Thomas. If you want him to buy any weapons or armor, he's the man to talk to. Will I do every quest in the game? Probably. They're not bad. Like, it's not too hard to do, actually. Mostly there's like 3 or 4 per town, and they're not too time consuming. You can enter the trading post directly from outside, or you can get that way through the armory. Since we're here already, it's faster to just go down the stairs. Come on. I'm leaving. Hold on! You can get to the trading post faster by going down the stairs! Did you not just hear me? My favorite thing in tutorials is instantly doing what the tutorial doesn't want you to do. So this is the Goldsmith trading post. There are a bunch of handy shops here. This man, who is suspiciously like the man upstairs, enjoys staring into the fire all day. This is the smithy. He can do things to upgrade your things. Weapons and armor have a total the crafting system. So, every different... Sorry, I keep unplugging my controller. Every single type of material adds a different property to a weapon. Different, like, bars, iron bars, copper bars, silver bars, whatever, add to the attack, while jewels will add to, like, jade, onyx, amber, will add to effects like paralysis, burning, freezing, SP, drain, absorb. You can customize weapons to a ludicrous degree. And armor, similarly, has the same properties, including my favorite stats, speed and evasion. Evasion is fun because it sometimes causes enemy attacks to whiff. It makes you much worse at the game, as I have noticed, because sometimes you rely on it and get very bad, as I have. So I'm gonna focus entirely on speed, because we need to go fast. The blacksmith can also refine ore into metals and gems if you bring him something to work with. You're going to need them too if you plan on doing any reinforcing. First you'll have blah 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 tutorials, it's fine. Refining ore. You can trade up minerals for other minerals, it's good. And that suspicious man over there is the only one who does not have the same face in this building. That is all. No, you can basically break down. Yeah, you can exchange up different materials. What I just explained. Yeah, so pretty robust crafting system actually. I haven't futzed with it too much because I don't play on the harder difficulties because Ys games are very difficult. And I am a weenie baby. Finally, we've wrapped up my grand tour of Kaznan. We have visited one entire shop. What a pain. If you hadn't gone and lost your memories, I wouldn't have had to bother showing you it all again. I love the implication. He's given this tutorial once. Thank Durin for his kindness. Pretend to be deeply offended. Let's be mean to Durin. Whoa, hold on a minute. I was only joking. I didn't think you'd take it so personally. He admitted he was only joking as well. Oh, so you're a wise guy now, huh? You may not remember who you were before, but I'll tell you one thing. You weren't that guy. Don't ever be that guy. Well, that's pretty much Kazan in a nutshell. Time to start planning how we're gonna tackle the Great Forest. There it is, presumably. Oh shit, we're on the wrong tower, never mind. Pretty amazing view, right? That's the Great Forest of Celceta, spreading out from one horizon to the other like a vast sea of trees. Can't wait to start exploring it. We'll see how long that enthusiasm lasts. Though apparently, you've made it back alive from there once already. Anyway, let's take a look at the northwest. See that big tree? It's large. Can't see too well today because of the fog, but when it's nice out, can't see too well today because of the Vita system limitations, but when it's not Vita out, there's a huge tree that towers over all the others. I'd place it about here, roughly. Giant tree. Also, word around the Governor General's office is that the mouth of a large river has been found along the forest coastline. If that's true, it'd mean that the river cuts straight through the middle of the forest. Which would put that about here-ish. These 2 bits of information are pretty much all we've got to go on for the moment. Might as well check them both out. Up to you where we head first. Only things we can rely on at this point are our own 2 legs and a blank-ass map. God, Durin, you're so good. Yeah, he's great. Like, this is why I play games like this. This is why I enjoy JRPGs, TTRPGs. This, like, unbelievable sense of adventure where it's like, the goal isn't to stop some evil overlord or like to save the world. That could crop up at some point, but the start of your journey is your own 2 legs and a blank-ass map. We need to leave town through the north exit and get to the Great Forest. So as soon as you're ready, let's get going. I did not expect to be doing this much VA. My voice is fucking shredded already. Oh, man. Yep, so basically this is explaining that, there's a completion rating whenever you fill out the map, as I have filled out 0.8% of it. That number will go up. The further it goes up, the better the rewards I will get from Griselda. They are very good rewards. Now, if you'll see in the upper right, I have a little flag marker. That means there's a quest in here. So you go in here, talk to the quest giver, get the quest. So you're Wallace. We saw your request on the board. That's me, so you've come to accept it, huh? Well, that depends on the details. Fair enough. All I ask is for you to run a little errand on my behalf. I'll give you the funds, so go to the item shop and buy me some honey potions. That's all there is to it. Wait, seriously? You can't just go there yourself? Are you really that lazy? Well, I have my reasons. Let's just put it that way. So, will you accept? Sure. Really? Thanks. So we just have to buy you 3 honey potions and that's it? Guess we'll get going. Said you'd provide the funds, right? Right, here you are. Brittle bone times 120. You're kidding me. Don't people usually deal in money around here and not 3 entire skeletons you just dumped into my inventory? You weirdo! Hold on now, don't give me that look. It might not be gold, but it's still payment. I've paid you in bones! Yeah, I get it. No, I don't get it, Durin. Really? What is there to get? You want us to exchange this, then? Exactly. If you sell those as they are, you won't get much for them. But if you exchange them for something a bit more valuable at the trading post, you'll get a lot more. Trade them all for sturdy bones, and you should be able to sell those for 300 gold. That's right, I'm getting you hooked up in the bone market. And buying 3 honey potions costs exactly that, see? We might not be losing any money, but I still kind of feel cheated somehow. Come on, Adol, let's get this bone deal over with. It's Aramay, says the Hatman. Guard dealing in bones. So, we're gonna take his advice and we're gonna trade in those bones. But not before we see my favorite character. That's a lie. Information dealer mouse. Come and get the latest scoops. I've got the latest on the prettiest lady in town, Governor General Griselda. How about it? I'll sell it to you on the cheap. You still at this? You made this scoop up, I'll bet. Oh, it's you, Durin. Didn't expect to run into you here. Whatever. You can't prove it's not true until you've heard it, and you're not hearing it unless you pay up. That's only fair. So how about it? I'll tell you for a mere 100 gold. It's a steal. Pay 100 gold. Hand it over 100 gold. Thank you. Well, prepare to be amazed. Governor General Griselda loves cats. I knew it. What kind of scoop is that? Besides, where's the evidence? The other day, I saw her trip over a cat that was lying in the middle of the road. End of story. It got mad at her and started to hiss, but she gently apologized and started stroking its head. The way she stroked it, the way she spoke to it, the way she looked at it, she's a cat lover. She has to be. That doesn't prove anything. That's nothing but hearsay, and stupid hearsay to boot. I knew this would be a waste of time. Come on, Adol. This guy you can pay to 100 gold to throughout the story, and he'll just give you dumbass facts. Oh, man. So, we also have to trade in ore to this guy, but I don't think we have enough right now. He's part of another side quest. I could go farm it, but I don't really feel like it. That'll happen naturally. So, we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna trade in materials. Now, if you see, there are no bones on this list. So you hit right bumper over, and you hop over to, or I guess this is R1 since I'm on a DualShock, and you want to trade in some of these bones. Got a bunch of sturdy bones. Then you can go over here, or no, it's not you. You can go upstairs. Or was it the guy downstairs? It's the guy downstairs! Crap! You! Buy, sell. So, as you— it isn't you! The potion guy's in a different building! Durin away! Yeah, thank you for tuning in for this Sonic Generations playthrough. It's one of my favorite games. Okay, so, dude wants honey potions. We can get him honey potions with these bones, but let's check how many we've got to begin with. None, I think. Consumable, honey potion, how many do you want? So you can go in here, go to journal, go to quests, honey potions. He wants, where is it? Let me know, blah, blah, blah. He wants 3 honey potions, so if I hadn't chugged those in combat, maybe. And he'll give us 3 bitter potions, which is weird. So we're gonna grab him those 3 honey potions. Potion seller. And run them over to this guy. Hand over honey potions. Here you go, fresh from the market. Perfect, thanks. This is the stuff indeed, exactly what I was looking for. It's a wonder I managed to buy the wrong thing before. You bought the wrong thing? Yeah, the other day I went to the item shop to buy some honey potions, and somehow wound up walking with bitter potions instead. And those bitter potions are your rewards, so here you go. You got 3 bitter potions. I don't know who buys these things. Bitter and more expensive? Unbelievable. But they're apparently high quality, so what do I do now? Bottoms up, gentlemen. Gulp, gulp. And that is the stuff. Dude, let's just roll it back here a second. Guard over here hires us with human bones to go buy him 3 potions, which he trades for 3 potions of higher qualities, chugs the shitty potions in your face, and sends you on your way. I see. I'm glad we could be of service then. Yeah, that's wonderful. So yeah, let's take a look at Bitter Potion. Recovers 500 HP. You know how much a Honey Potion recovers? 100. I love this, like, zany-ass storytelling. It's fun. Oh, man. Yeah, no, the Hatman. Man, I love how even the generic NPCs have a ton of personality. Yeah, they certainly fucking do. They're great. Like, this game has a lot of character. So, if you take a look here, you can see that, we can pick up, a short sword, a long saber, which is 1,000 gold. This is a straight up upgrade for Adol, almost doubling his attack power. Or the steel gauntlet. These are very worthwhile. Weapon upgrades are excellent in this game. We cannot afford them right now. However, we might be able to, should we say Milka Fabros. Let me double check the other quests. A ferocious beast known as Lion Grits. Okay, cool. We'll see if we can beat up a bear.
Fine!
Out of the way, you! Here he comes! Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Oh, it's you, Adol, was it? I get an entire portrait now. I've just been ordered to start working on a map of the Great Forest by the Governor General herself. I hear you were told to do the same, but now that I'm on the case, you might as well just go home. Please, don't people say no one ever comes out of the Great Forest alive, Sancho? Are we gonna be okay?
Come on now.
Not if we actually try to keep up with the commander's madness. If we do what he says for a while, though, then we can just pretend to be lost and breathe easy.
Fools!
Imbeciles, you're pathetic! That reward money will be ours. Then our praises will be sung throughout the land. You hear me? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, sir!
Yes, sir! Oh, boy. Guess we got competition. Though I really don't think we have much to worry about. Whatever. Let's just forget about that awkwardness and move on. We got a map to make. So, something else that I love about this game. You and a bunch of explorers all set off at once. It's not just you on this quest to map Celceta. It's you versus a bunch of other people. And you'll find them scattered across the forest on your journey. Speaking of which, the Beast Plains. Right then, it's almost time for us to get started exploring the Great Forest. Before that, though, you've had a bit of a warm-up at the mines, but those monsters in the Great Forest are on a different level altogether. So let me give you a few pointers on combat technique. Aerial combo. Attack an airborne enemy. Damage is increased, and you can obtain gold SP and life energy. Comboing people into the air is rad as shit, do it. Skill finish. Defeat an enemy using a skill. Shit will slow down and look totally rad. Do it. Excellent kill. Defeat a foe using the attack type it's weak against. It will drop more gold and drop many rare items. And this is Flash Guard and Flash Move. Basically, be stylish as fuck. It's good. Life energy, yeah. Enemies drop, like, HP pickups sometimes. That's about everything. All that's left is for you to try it all out in an actual battle. So, Yeast Celceta. This is our first, venture into the true game. Is basically you and Durin blazing a fucking burning path across this forest, punching everything you can find, and making a map. It's great! It's got air combos, it's got supers. What else can you want in a video game? I am very bad with Skullcracker, as earlier mentioned.
Let's give him a beating!
So, there are two AI modes that you can set your characters to. Attack and evade. So right now, Adol is set to attack. So I'll run out and slap flowers and pick him for me. I can alternatively set him to evade, where he'll be pretty much invincible, so he won't die to boss mechanics.
Hang in there! Let's give him a beating!
And you can hear Durin yelling. That's how you get cute little lines from your characters. Oh man. The Hatman saying, I absolutely need to pick up this game. I am very glad you're enjoying it. This is what I look for in an adventure, you know? So, we're gonna switch to Adol. I've been playing Durin enough. As you can see, Adol has a very easy to access aerial combo move. So, he knocks people into the air and other people keep him aloft. He's very strong and very fast. Adol is your go-to. I just need a good character to use. Will you play all the other games in the series? Probably not all of them, but I haven't even touched Lacrimosa of Dana. I hear it's good, I own it, and I want to play it live for everybody. Just like, this game, I wanna show folks why I love this series, and then next one, we'll discover together whether or not I like the new one. So, these are the creatures that frickin' Mucho in the bar was talking about. These bull things. However, these ones have 3 horns. So they are not the ones we're looking for. Also, huge blood gout. Holy shit. The tunes are consistently good. I'd really recommend looking into the OST. It's what I play when I'm map making or editing. It's like, it's good. Like it features a lot of like fake heavy electric guitar. If you're not into that, I totally understand. Ooh, this is a crunchy boy. It needs to crunch. But I'd particularly recommend the boss theme that we listened to earlier. Very good. Let me double check. So now you can see we filled out this area. We've smacked all the plants, we've checked out all the ore, and our map completion has increased to a strong 4%. I haven't even traveled that far yet, and I'm already tired. Here's a tip, Adol. When you feel tired, it's important to stop moving and rest for a while. If you do that, you'll feel better in no time. AFK to restore health. I'm not joking. Oh, and with the two of us, fighting working together is really important too. So feel free to give me orders if you need to. I already explained this shit. That's about all I've got for the moment. Come on, Adol, let's keep up the pace. So, we're not even at the woods yet, and like, Adol and Durin have a body count of like a few hundred of these little marsupial things. And, like, so long as we're out here and, like, we're fighting monsters and not, like, it's not a bajillion tutorials and voice acting bits to do, I want to talk about Durin really briefly. Now, he is my favorite character in this game. You'll see why later. Right now, it's just personal bias for being, an information broker that can kick you in half. But he is so interesting and, like, he's one of my favorite, like, RPG characters in general. He's a very fun and unusual one. And I love the fact that this game just starts you off with him. There's no way around it. This is Adol and Durin's adventures through the Great Woods. It's their combined tale, and you always have access to both of them. I say as I talk up Durin and stop using the main character.
Leave it to me.
No, I like this boy a little too much to stop using him. So, enemies can actually be pretty tough. These guys, like, buck and attack around them. And I really should be using Flash Guard for this, because as you can see, they can fucking combo you. If you try to just dodge. I do have a, almost like Bloodborne or Dark Souls-y habit of dodging instead of blocking. And, this game should train it out of me, but we'll see. Oh man, I love these little things. Fun first enemies. They let you feel particularly strong because they give them a really big, meaty hitbox on their rolling attack, so you can dodge or like flash guard very easily on them, and you get to feel very cool right off the bat. Important to have good beginner enemies that make you feel neat. You want to end everything with a skill finish if you can, because, well, that unlocks more skills, gets you more experience, and it just looks so damn cool. Which is obviously what your main focus should be. Let me double check our map. We already passed the Fabros, and obviously we're gonna do Mucho's quest first. Because, that man needs his milk for his macho milkshake. Thank you so much for the bits, Deck of Friddens. This is, like, super appreciated. Did the bit announcement thing pop up? I really hope it did. I wasn't watching stream.
Is that all you got?
It did? Fantastic. Okay, cool. So, what you call it? The main mechanic for this, I just saw somebody ask, what is this game? It's an action RPG that has all your favorite mechanics from a lot of other games like Perfect Guard, Witch Time, charming cast, likable characters, great world, cool story, great music. There's nothing not to like about Ys. This one's called Ys Celceta. It's available on Steam. I swear I am not being paid off by them. I am just passionate. Okay, so here we go. The female Fabros is standing calmly. We managed to get behind it without it noticing us. It's almost like the person playing this has played this game before. Let's get milking before it bolts away. Milking accomplished. Perfect. Man, she's a jittery one. Took her long enough to notice us. Yeah, Mike in chat actually watched me play this quite a few nights ago, and I blew that like 50 times. Now, the nice thing about that cutscene is it has completely restored our HP, which is, if I was feeling a little more adventurous, I would go and try to fight the big boy right now. I am not. I'm going to get the retry point up ahead first. Because this is my first time doing a solo stream, and I'm already feeling myself being just worse at the game, I say, as I fly over an enemy. So I'm going to play it a little safe. We're gonna see if I can beat this entire thing without getting a game over. It's definitely doable. My single player run, it's almost been game over list, but then I AFK'd. I got a phone call and it killed me. Okay. So we have tagged the retry point and we are going after the big bear. We don't have any upgraded weapons. Good luck to us. Normally you'd want to roll in here a little bit better equipped, but fuck it. You know. Oh yeah, this game is also on PS4. I'm just playing the Steam version. Iron ingots. Coal, 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 coal. No iron ore. Okay, here we go. There's the big boy. Flash guard, flash guard, flash guard, flash guard, super! Oh man, I love this game. This is the shit I live for. Okay, we're doing it. Oh, normal guard there. Here we go.
Is that all you got?
Okay, running low on fun points, so we're just gonna go in. Oh, damn, got me. Yeah, skill finish. Okay, very nice. That's me completely pumping the flash guard button. I'm gonna be honest, I do it because it is very fun, and they let you. You don't actually get any bonuses beyond the first flash guard, and you can just hold it down. Blocking a bajillion attacks in a row is just a good time. See? Like, you can flash guard into a flash move, and get slowdown time and a bunch of meter. Like, this game has mechanics. It's good. Also, I am sorry for anyone who does not want me rolling by popular demand and my own fucking impatience, I am going to be rolling everywhere. Because, like, check this shit out. When you're running, you don't get the hilarious the game's trying to keep up with the fact that you're rolling down a hill as this big beefcake. Just an entire bundle of meat going down a slope. Oh, Wandering Mask, thank you. Watching you play this game and talk is so fun and joyous. Thanks. Like, I really wanted to start with a game that I am very passionate about, and that, like, this game hits so many frickin' notes for me. It's so much of a, what I want from a JRPG. It's so silly, it's so fun. It's got flashcards, it's good. I see we're able to milk a Fabros, excellent. Yep, and it's fresh too. Handed over the Fabros milk. Then I must taste it right away. This unique, punchy taste! Oh, I've missed it! I'm going to try to make my new drink right away. Behold, the Fabros milkshake. Gentlemen, a toast to its successful completion. Sure, why not? Adol, Durin, and Mucho held their glasses together and drank the Fabros milkshake. This is, well, admit it tastes disgusting, or tell him it's wonderful. Chat, this is the one decision I'm counting on you to make. I'm just gonna give it a second, let the music kick in. No, I love this game, I love its spirit. I'm gonna count probably the first 10 seconds of responses. Okay. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Okay. There's no need to lie now. You won't hurt my feelings. His eyes open for but a second. He's seen through us. This is, quite frankly, rather revolting. It's certainly unique, I'll give you that, but that gamey tang really gets stuck in your nose. Wow, that's a visceral description. Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't know what went wrong. The recipe seemed perfect. Either way, I still need to thank the two of you for going through the trouble of getting the milk for me. Here's the reward as I promised. $1,000 dues? That's more than I've seen in my entire life. I can pay Mouse 10 times for useless facts with that. And don't give up. You'll get it. Durin's so supportive. This is nothing. I recover from missteps like this all the time and at record speed. Yeah, sure, buddy.
One down.
That's one down. And then you. Luluka says, what, you defeated the Langrets? You didn't even talk to me for that quest. That's amazing. What the hell? Here, take some money.
That was nothing.
That was nothing. So, I'm gonna do something that you should probably never do in games like this, and not upgrade my gear. I'm a little like, there's an area nearby where we can actually get better weapons and equipment, so I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. Normally this is a fucking terrible idea, and there is one zone in the game that it'll let you know how bad you messed up if you don't get a new weapon, or, just new items. And, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I've done it to myself too much. Let me check my iron ore. I don't think I have enough, but, we're gonna find out. God, no. Not even close. Okay. Yeah, so we'll wait on that quest. Rolls only, no upgrades. Yeah, this is my Sonic run, in which I pretend I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I never engage with RPG mechanics at all. I only go fast. I only express my attitude, and I only talk in out-of-date turns of phrase. Like, that is gnarly. Weird, I could sense beasts all around us, but now it's like they're all gone. Shit, yes! Wait, is that... Yeah, sure enough, I heard about this from a colleague of mine. It said that there are places like this in the Great Forest where spirit tree saplings grow, and monsters would never approach them. What's a spirit tree? Well, supposedly some god who lived in this area planted them, or so the story goes. Figured it was all a load of nonsense, but, well, if nothing else, this seems like an ideal place to take a breather. This seems like the comfy part of the game. Give me a hand setting this up. We're gonna camp in the woods. So, this game really is just about a big adventure through the woods. So, like, It's gotta involve camping out with your pals, right? No adventure would be complete without something this cozy. Voila! How's that? We should probably set up a tent every time we find a sapling. These could be our bases of operation. Or, something. The sun's been down for a while, so what do you say to resting here for the night? That night, enveloped in the clear air of the forest and the fragrance of the spirit tree, Adol felt his body drift into a deep sleep. Into a deep, relaxing slumber. One of the memories sealed in the back of Adol's mind was restored. Comfy! God, that tower's so fucking cool.
Hey,
Ah, that was a great night's sleep. I didn't dream of any weird towers. Adol, why are you looking at me like that? Why'd you look at me like that when I said the thing about the tower? But only for me, it looks like you're looking pretty groggy. You have a nightmare? Adol described the memory he'd regained. A tower? Huh, interesting. I've never heard of one being out in the forest, so I guess it must be if you remember it that distinctly. Either way, if resting near saplings helps you get your memories back, we should do it every time we stumble across one. Camping and memories. Upon reaching a camp for the first time, Adol will regain one of his memories. Nearby memory fragments will also be noted on the map. This is what I was describing earlier. Memory fragments in the surrounding area are now visible. Adol has visited all of these places before, and now we can see all of the memory fragments that are just hanging around in the area. And here we are, the Forest of Dawn, the beginning of the Great Forest of Celceta. Trees sure are dense here. Looks like we're in the heart of the forest now. Sure you already know this, but this is where the real danger starts. Not many go past here and live to tell about it. It's bad enough you lose your sense of direction, but then you also lose your sense of time on top of that. And the beasts in here know all kinds of dangerous tricks, so you'd better watch out for being poisoned and stuff too. Like things worse than poison, like double poison and triple poison. Still, you made it out of here alive once before on your own, without even getting quadruple poisoned. And this time, you've got me with you to dodge some poison. So what the hell, right? Let's dive in and see what we can find. Just make sure you pace yourself and we'll be fine. Time passes rapidly in the Great Forest. Beware of its many lurking dangers. There is a day-night cycle. There are nasty things at night. Status effects: poison, paralysis, poison, heavy poison, burning poison, freezing poison, misfortunate poison, cursed poison. I think that covers about all of them. Adol, watch out for the poison! Okay, so first things first, we already find a memory. And the reason we keep Adol around is, because he can walk up and just sort of absorb them, though he's spazzing out right now. Oh, he's going down there to murder a fish! Good luck, Adol, you have fun in the water. I wonder if I swap to him if it'll... Oh, there it is. Touch the light. You did well today, Adol. Yeah, I'm fine. This is nothing! But you're still a child, so you need to take care of yourself. Oh, I guess that was the farm lady and not Adol's dad. Haha, your mother up in heaven would never forgive me if you were to get hurt. Your incredibly dead mom. She sure is so dead, you little boy. Growing up with a super dead mom. Why do you keep saying that? Just because? Daddy, who's that? Oh, he's a traveling merchant. He comes and stays here for a while, a few times each year. He has all kinds of interesting stories to tell. He brings them to us like souvenirs in place of actual souvenirs most of the time. It's a hype concept, by the way. Interesting stories? Do you want to hear some? We could go talk to him together later. Oh, he's gone. Adol, where did you go? Gracious, he even left his basket behind. He's usually such a serious boy, but it seems he's still his father's child. I certainly hope he doesn't take after me too much. Adol's base strength increased. So, when we explore the areas of the forest like this, sometimes we get memories related to Adol's trip to the forest, or we get backstory on Adol as a character. I like both of these. Either way, you're getting rewarded. It's like, and one of the big things that, like, reminds me of Windrose is this idea of, like, going around and experiencing things already past. So in Windrose, you're not experiencing your own memories, you're experiencing the memories of other people. Okay, so this is our example of a big boy. We do not want to fight him, he will kill us. We want to go over here. If you notice, the big boy hit Adol. Oh, it's poison! The big boy hit Adol and he's like at half health now. Gotta hit him with the crunch. The big O crunch. Okay, excellent. So. This is some small boys. We can just blow them up. Fuck it. God, I love that super. Obtain short sword +3. Now this, my friends, is why sometimes it's not good to upgrade your gear. Because sometimes you just come across shit that's a little bit better. Or is this one better at all? Huh, not really. Whatever. That's fine. That's life. Yeah, so we got some fishy boys here who I just don't like dealing with. So we're gonna ignore them. I believe there should be some items up in this direction. Not all you got. Say as I slow-mo dodge around a monkey. Oh boy, these things. So yeah, you can start chaining together some pretty nutso stuff as you go. This is me with just a single skill. Ow! He's mad! Okay, I'm switching to Adol. You're too flippy, dude. I'm sorry. We need to get you another skill. Iron ore, iron ore, iron ore. Nope. No such luck. God, I love the combat in this game. If that isn't abundantly clear already, fucking flash moves, flash guards, oh, anything that slows down time unnecessarily. Oh hey, another big boy. But we're just gonna not deal with that right now, because Adol has another memory to experience. I love this song, by the way. So what happened to the princess after that? Oh, it was awful. I'm afraid she met a most untimely end. Ah, you've come back to listen again? That last story I was telling was a seinen, so I'll shonen it up for you, kid. Ah, it's you, Adol. Shouldn't you be in bed by now? But where did that princess live? Far away, on foreign shores. Foreign short? But that isn't anywhere around here with a name like that. I guess the idea of the world outside your familiars is still a bit too much for a young boy like you dumb kid. The world outside this village is a vast place, filled with wonders. For example, have you ever heard of the ocean? Ocean? That's right, let me tell you a tale of the ocean, and the pirates who roam it. Yayo! Yayo! I am sorry. So yeah, you get a lot of sweet flashbacks that I will do my best not to ruin. I'm poisoned! Yeah, no, you get a lot of really cute backstory. Oh, that was a crunchy one. To everybody who's joining me in the One Piece rap, I salute you. Okay, so this is something for Durin to do. Pick this. Found a gold ingot. That is basically higher level than us right now. It's a little good. Okay. Now that over there is unbreakable material. Basically, think of this almost like a Zelda game. You'll get traversal mechanics as the game goes on. Eventually, we'll be able to break through those rocks. Unfortunately, we cannot right now, so we can only get this treasure chest up here. Or, I guess there isn't a treasure chest. I guess we can get that flower. Okay, so once again, remember, do not mess with the big boys. They will hurt you. Look at Adol. You mess with the big boys, he's poisoned now. Ooh, that's a lot of iron ore. The loot could be poison. Let me unlock this clearly poisoned chest. So, J-Man, if you're in the audience, you'll, oh boy, you're gonna love this. What you call it? There is a super boss in this zone with me right now. In fact, the game's super boss, I believe. Here. Let's see if I can get to it. Fuck. Right behind this wall right here. If you can get through here, there is one motherfucker who descends from the sky like a monster hunter mob and will one-shot your ass. It's great. I love shit like that. Okay, we're gonna roll over here and we're gonna smack this vein again. Oh, it's already popped. Whoops. Let me check how much iron I have. Coal, iron, getting close. Okay. Jay, no game overs. I will do my best to not get a game over in this, while also playing the game as fast as possible, while rolling as much as possible. I love the little... Oh boy, I'm poisoned! Move. So that little, like, bell noise means my supers come back, which means if I really wanted to, I could throw hands at the, at one of the big boys, but it would probably not pay off in the long term for me. I don't think it'd take good down. So we're gonna go explore over here. Oh, that's a good mineral vein. Look at all that strange mass I got. Yeah. Okay. Ah, tree. You always gotta aim for the good crunch when you're playing this game. Try to kill as many enemies at the same time and watch your game lag. Oh, this is a juicy place for a super. Hey, you guy over here. Sorry. Oh boy. Yeah, this could be bad, actually. I don't think I should go for this one, so we're gonna be a little smart about it. Just gonna walk past them. Okay, and that's another way we can't get past quite yet, so we're gonna move on with our lives. We're gonna pretend we didn't see them, and I didn't just blow a super on them for no reason. I'm also kind of like, I'm a little cheap when it comes to games like this. I could use a recovery item, or I could totally risk death getting crunched by the big boy right there in order to walk back to camp and just chill out and get all my health back, you know? Why risk it? I mean, why not risk it? So I'm gonna save my game. We're gonna go all the way down here to slot, go to slot 100, because we are 100% good. Grab that. Let's see if the mineral veins have reset. They have. This is relevant to my interests because we can do this. Cheat! Ah, that one hasn't yet. Damn. Double check items. I believe I can trade out for iron now. No, not quite. Okay. So we're going further into the woods. We did get that iron breastplate, and I'm equipping it on my boy Durin because it will make him twice as durable. There's a pun there, I'm just, like, a little too low effort to make that. So, if you see, there are 2 markers on the map right now. We actually have a choice of where we want to go, which is kind of fun. I'm gonna go for the one that I think is... I'm gonna go for the one with the character I like more. Sorry. Adel, what did I say about the poison? Which is like... I think it's also the preferred order for this game. But yeah, they give you some choices here. So, a good practice is, as you can see, we've already marked 10% of the map. A good practice is taking off in as many directions as you physically can, as quickly as you can. Just wander. That's the point of this game. Open up chests, get some antidote powder. Don't feed it to Adel, even though he's dying. Ast, thank you very much for the pun. I could not put in the effort, but you did. Okay. We do not fight fish here. Fish are off limits. They take slashing damage, and I am a blunt damage only boy. So we're gonna head over here. And there is a giant angry fish in here that is the fish version of a big boy. You do not want to fight the fish big boy. He is large. And I wasted like 10 minutes fighting him once and got no XP. It was bad. Okay. Over here. Okay, who is... Oh, I never noticed these are cute little water striders. Let's, combo it out of the air. So, this is the very first accessory we've ever picked up. So you got 2 accessory slots, they do things. Shield ring, defense, done, easy. Big fish, do not mess with fish. Okay, Adel, gotta kill some fishy boys. Oh god, it can walk, it has legs! Okay, sorry fish. You're on my territory now, you've entered the land! Okay, cool, didn't know that could happen.
Leave it to me.
Guess you learn something new every day. So, a lot like 100%ing Symphony of the Night, you wanna see where there are dark places on your map and basically fill them out. So like, I walked to a boundary over there, and as we can see in this zone, there's still more to explore. So we're gonna. Oh, big fish, big fish, big fish. Oh, let's see if I equip the ring. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Thank you for double checking, though. Let me see. So yeah, this is the lame part. In any game that has water where you need a 100% of map, there will be a point where you are just checking the boundaries with your face of where you can go. Little inevitable. There are things to make water traversal a little bit easier down the line, but we don't have those yet. See, for example, if I get in the water, wow, you are almost dead. That's fine. That's probably fine.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna play as Durin. So, for the sake of example, I'm gonna go over here even though it's a bad idea. And you can see that there is a zone up that waterfall. I can just roll on into the waterfall cave. Do I want to be here yet? I think I probably can. I'm just gonna 100% this map really quick because there's just this tiny little bit of black over there that I gotta get. Okay, so I could head into another zone over here, or I could explore the waterfall cave. I don't want to explore the waterfall cave. That sounds like fun. I don't remember what's in here, so we'll find out together. Are you gonna upload this to Stabbiness? Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know how much fun I'd be having or how good my commentary would be, so I was like hesitating on making a call, but honestly, I'm having such a good time, I would love other people to see it.
Leave it to me.
Wiggly boys! Iron ore, iron ore, iron ore. Hell yes, iron ore. As you can see, when I take over as Adol, I'm a little bit better. So these are the big boys from the very beginning of the game. I'm gonna ignore them. Get some iron ore. Or, sorry, some strange mass. Okay. So we've made it to the end of the waterfall cave. Between you and me, the waterfall cave is for a quest in the next area. I just like exploring. And in exploring, I believe we now have enough iron ore to talk to that person. We sure do. Okay, so. Oh boy, hey. Yeah, no, moles, not today. We're gonna go to, town again, because we just finished the last quest we had, which was collect a bunch of iron ore. We're gonna get eaten by a giant fish. It's gonna be great. Let's have fun. The fish thankfully ignored me. I was not registered as a predator as I was in its natural domain. Should it touch on land, though, I would instantly be considered a threat. Yep, there's a monument. Let's slap this thing. Warp back. As you can see, we've cleared quite a bit of ground. Baffledore asks, quick but not relevant question. Will you ever continue Divinity 2? Scheduling that group was insanely hard. I would if I could. I might play it on my own. Might grab a different, more available group. Shrug. I love that game. I love my skeleton. I love playing skeleton. So we're gonna check in with Mouse really quick. Yep, you're still on about the cats. Okay, so this is a side quest that I have never done right before. I am going to try to do it right and probably fail miserably, and we're gonna save scum it. Because fuck it. You sell him 20 iron ore. Ah, so you've come about the iron ore. Looks like the goods are genuine. Well then, I'll purchase your 20 pieces of iron ore for 5,000 gold. Haggle. Oh, 5,000 gold, not enough for you. You're quite the negotiator, I'm impressed. Well then, how about 5,500? Haggle further. You're quite the tough customer. 6,000 gold and not a bit more. Haggle even further. Not satisfied? I hadn't expected you to keep pushing this far, but I'm a merchant, so I understand. Out of respect for your passionate business sense, I will stretch it to 6,250 gold. I think this is the amount you want. Let me double check. I am going to cheat. This is live stream live cheating. Celceta, merchant, haggle. Please help, Jeeves. Salesman trophy, blah, 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 blah. This is also required for a trophy, which I don't care about. Let me see. Yeah, it's time to cheat. If anybody has the answer, I'd love to know it. But, let's see. Salesman, yeah. Okay, I was indeed correct. This is where you need to stop. So, we're gonna accept the offer. He is not bluffing on this one, apparently. It's a deal, then. Ooh, does it not like my controller anymore? Unplug, plug it back in. It's been quite a while since I've gotten so excited during a transaction. It's almost like you closed the window and Googled something really quick. Truly a pleasure doing business with you. I'd love to deal with you again, Cracks Knuckles Coxcon. Completed quest, purchasing iron ore. There you go. So, in order to get a trophy, you need to haggle it to the maximum. If you haggle too much, you fail! So that's fun. So, we now have a bunch of money. You know what we're gonna do with this money? nothing. No, I'm gonna buy some potions. Because potions are very good in this game. Okay, let's buy some honey potions. I don't feel we're gonna blow 1,000 of our dollars on honey potions. Because that, at this point, is half of our health. Please upgrade equipment. No, don't worry, it's fine. Yeah, J-Man, ruin something for me. Fuck me up. So we're gonna head in here, and then warp up to here. To the Forest of Wetlands, Dawn Wetlands. Okay. These are slashy boys. Beat them up by slashing. J-Man, that's cool. Says MC Boy is amnesia as Belmont. I don't know enough about that Tales game to substantiate that. I played a lot of Tales games, just not that one. Have I unlocked another skill yet? I sure haven't. Okay. Guess I need to spam more skills. Okay. So these green stones that I just picked up can be used to add status effects, like poison, to your weapons. As you can see, Adol here is already applying a bunch of statuses because I found that incredibly not cursed short sword in the chest. Go. Going. Okay, so you can either go down that way or go down this way. I think we're... Oh, so that's a chest that's underwater. And based on the rules of this game, we cannot get that because chests underwater are off limits. You're not allowed. It's out of bounds. So that's just going to chill out down there for a bit. It's fine. And we'll need to eventually, when we get a tool to let us go underwater, go all around the world. Yeah, Sonic Slide! My favorite skill. Okay. Sorry, I got very excited. We'll need to go all around the world and pick up everything we couldn't get. So Sonic Slide's great because it makes you even stupid faster. God, we sure are poisoned! You need to get Firefly to get that chest, you're correct. So... Ooh, the tune changes here. That's a good sign. We're going to a spot we shouldn't be. Love this song. Crunch! The many crunch! Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna roll past shit because we're honestly getting a little low on health. Heal up. There we go. Sonic Slide. Never don't Sonic Slide. It's very fun to use, as you can see. Yeah, I sure am under level. Mike's right. But that's the fun of this game. It's about exploring. Ooh, Durin got a leveled up skill, which means the AI spams Shellcracker enough for it to get stronger. Basically, the more you use skills, the stronger they get. Sometimes they get new animations. Believe it or not, I am going to get level 2 Sonic Slide probably very fast. I generally do. Because I use it a lot. Crunch.
Whoa, this is a nice fight.
So, when you hear characters say shit like, oh, this is not... Oh, nope, not fighting those boys. No, no, that is not my problem. You are scary. But I will take your ship. And I'm out of here. Adol, please mind the thing while I distract the boar! Okay, there we go. Get the item. Adol, touch the memory. Okay. Oh, and Adol, do you have some business outside the village? Uh-huh. I'm gonna go pick up some medicinal herbs. Really? Well, don't be gone too long. It looks like it's going to start raining any time now. No problem. So, if I can't find one in the village, I'm sure I'll find one on the other side of the mountain. Huh? There are just more mountains. It's so cold. Is this rain? Oh, what's that? A wild crybaby approaches. Daddy? Adol, I've been worried sick about you. What are you doing out here? I was looking for the ocean. I thought there might be one on the other side of the mountain. Haha. Oh dear. Honestly, you do take after me a little too much. Fucking love that scene. Oh, God. Good boy. Good bean. So, if you'll notice, we're now at full HP. Touching one of Adol's memories heals you. This is relevant if you are like me and you do not like to use the stand still and regain health method.
Whoa, this is a
Throw a Pokeball at him. Okay, so, we've now explored this top area, mostly. Another way to go. So, I'm in an area that's way over-leveled because I like getting Adol's memories a lot. We're gonna give you the blue ornament, Adol. Plays you for a little bit, but I think you're more useful right now. Hey, attack the thing. There we go. So I hate these little plant things because they poison you. And they have continuous big attacks. It's just a problem. They're just a problem. Those Rotodroplets are very good. They are your revive item. I wonder if I can fight this big boy. Probably not. Yeah, that's a bad idea. That didn't happen. Durin's even like, can we beat this thing? Leave it to me. Oh boy. Why are they all going after Adol? Please. Just let me crunch him. Yeah! There we go. Sorry, my weapons are so shitty. Oh man, maybe I should have upgraded. Oh, I'm poisoned. Okay, let me take a look at the map again. Yep, we're good on that front. Ow. Just got fucking overhanded. That ain't good. Okay, we're going over here. Nice try. Let's see. What's going on in this corner of the woods? There's a really good treasure chest. The snake amulet! 20%? Jay saying poison might be my favorite thing ever. Thank you. I gave Durin a shitty New Yorker accent on a lark, and turns out I love it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go into the woods and not get robbed. I don't know why I said it like that. If Dark Souls had this roll, oh my god. If Dark Souls was this fast, I'd lose my mind. Here we go. Whoops, I used my super. So that's a slight problem. The super button and the touch memory button sure are the same thing. Anyway, let's touch this memory. Sure is a rock. How long has it been since I arrived here? Looking inside the forest, there was a familiar statue at the side of the path. Adol realized he'd been this way already. How could I escape from this overgrown forest? He failed. The end. His defense increased by 1. That is that's a little bit of a clue of something that we're going to be running into coming up, actually, which is pretty cool. Foreshadowing's decent. I think I got the memories in the right order, that it's going to be very timely. Oh, I think yep, no. This is the right way to not go to things. So I don't 100% remember the reward order that Griselda gives you, but we've cleared already 21% of the map. We're making it. And, like, it is a lot faster at the start, I gotta say, than finding out the last, like, few map things. But yeah, you can haul ass if you know where to go in this game. Crunch, 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 crunch. I just want Durin to get another skill. He sure does still have Shellcracker. Which is a shame, because I know his next skill is fucking great. Durin gets my favorite skill in the game later. There is one character that I think is more fun to play than Durin, and you're not gonna be able to predict who it is, I think. Oh boy. I think these things are actually kind of threats. These birds. Steel Gauntlet +2. Now this is why I wasn't buying Durin anything. This is what I could have bought in the town for Durin at a higher upgrade level. Adol doesn't get it anything because I'm spiteful. Nah, I'm kidding. I like Adol. So when I joined, Frun says, so when I joined when the cutscene was up, I thought, oh, this must be a slow game. Yeah, no. This game is so fast. Stun Raid. So Adol already has 3 skills. Holy shit. Durin, please, get a skill, buddy. You need it. I know I'm supposed to be playing as Adol right now. There it is. Hell yes, Swallow Kick. Swallow Kick's fun because it sends people just flying into the air. I know what I did. Oh boy, so I walked entirely around a section of the forest. So if you look at this, you can get to the giant tree going from like this direction. I went up and all the way around. And even then, we haven't finished taking detours yet. Because the detours never end when you're on an adventure. And I can also send people into space now. And if you notice, Durin is clearing shit much faster than he was before. Because, guess what? Weapon upgrade's very good. Okay. We can fight that. Durin's going this way. Honey potion. Antidote powder. Prevention from poison. Adol, please help me pick mushrooms with your sword. There we go. Clean up just 5 million scorpions. Hundreds of scorpions, thousands of dead scorpions. Nothing but scorpions. The Thunder Beast charm in this very cool locale. Yeah, actually, you guys are doing a great job of adding additional. Thank you, J-Man, for adding a bunch of saucy turns to the pool because Twitch's moderation is terrible. You guys are doing God's work. Do those gauntlets have vampirism? Let's check. They have. Oh wait, dumb. Steel gauntlet. One cold, one absorb. Yeah, it's got absorb on it. Very good call. Good eye, Slumberwood. Good eye, Slumberwood. I'm constantly regaining health thanks to these things. Very useful. Very, very useful in this game where you can take a lot of shit damage just running around. Crunch. So, if you notice, since I've upgraded my Shellbreaker, the area of impact is significantly larger, which is good because I suck at aiming it. Go. Clear out a bunch of things. Okay. Full HP. We're going down here. Oh, I know what's up. Yeah, they're gonna make me walk all the way back around, and you know, that's fine. I could kind of sequence break, I guess. That might be fun. There it is, the Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker lets you do this. Oh, I don't have enough code juice. Whoops. So I'm just gonna beat this guy up a little bit, get some energy back. There we go. Let's find a boy that can be Jawbreakered. Here we go. Yeah, that's the good shit. Jawbreaker them into the air, so I'll kick a bunch and then Shellbreaker when they come down. Durin is very, very fun to play. Come on, let me flash charge you. Just attack, thank you. Oh, Durin, you're attacking the wrong one. Thank you, man. Please. Man, okay, crab, you're fine. Just do your thing. Live your life. Here I go. 3 crabs, you've gotta go. Oh shit, they live. There we go. Okay. More shit over here. And then we get to wander all the way down in this direction. And potentially go that way if we want. Fuck it, let's sequence break. That sounds like fun. We're gonna go to the river town first. Which is a bad idea. What I'm doing is a bad idea. So as you can see, there's a little area up here that I can't get to. You're supposed to go in this direction and get over to the giant tree. I didn't do that. I've never done this before. Let's see what happens. The Misty Peak. So it's that rock Adol was talking about earlier. Dude, you okay there? Adol, why? Why are you doing that? You doing good, man? Okay, you're done. I managed to follow the trail of some explorers up to this point, but now I'm completely lost. I have to make sure to keep tailing them since they're my only hope of getting out of here. So, this is where we meet some new and colorful characters. Hey, aren't those two? Explorer Rabbit. Listen, Pigeon. Who do you think you're talking to? Who? You, of course. There's no one else here. That's not what I mean. I'm the genius explorer, Rabbit Longears. You're far too young and naive to be finding fault in my master plan. Since when were you a genius explorer? And what was the master plan? You're just going off of instinct. How many times have you been saved by that brilliant instinct? Don't you dare tell me you've forgotten about that. And about as how many times as you've gotten us into trouble. It's not far fewer. We really need to find some kind of pattern here if we ever hope to get out of here alive. The paths that lead further in must all have some common factor to them. If we can just figure out what that is. Cheeky, you are so super duper cheeky. And you're an idiot. Idiot? Idiot? This is getting us nowhere. I guess they're explorers. They must be more skilled than they look to make it this far into the forest. I get the feeling we should keep our distance. They don't seem like the type we want to get mixed up with. Let's just slink on past. Here I go slinking. Slinking away. So there is a secret to this this maze, which it is a maze. Think of it like the Lost Woods from Zelda. It'll continue on endlessly until you find a way out. Which in this case, the way out is, I believe, if I recall, paths that lead downhill will always lead you out in this maze. Go. So we are going to take paths downhill only. And that should lead us out of this forest maze. There's some monsters in here, but they're not too much trouble. And there we go. Maze clear. The presence of beasts can no longer be felt in the surrounding area. The air is still and tranquil. Oh, I love these little things. Doink, set up a tent. And then you get your comfy scenes. Enveloped in the clear air of the forest and the fragrance of the spirit tree, Adol felt his body drift into a deep, relaxing slumber. One of the memories sealed in the back of Adol's mind was restored. It is said that the Spartas which live in this area originally came from the primeval lands. The Spartas are sacred beasts, bestowed upon the world by God. There are some who say God resides in the primeval lands even now, but since no one can get there, no one really knows. Yeah, whomst was that mysterious character? Looks like you remembered something else. What was it this time? I was talking to a young blonde man. Guess that means there really are people living in this forest. Sounds like it's somebody different from the voice you described at the mine, too. Either way, it's a pretty encouraging sign. Should be getting to the river I marked on the map very soon.
All right.
Let's see what we find there. Let's keep moving. Memory fragments in the surrounding area have been revealed. There is only one. So, we have gotten to the river already, which is, you can see over there, there is a town in the forests of Celceta that's tucked away. That is super freaking cool. So, this forest has been unexplored for literally generations, and now General Griselda's orders have caused a rush of people into it. Like those two explorers we found earlier. This place has been isolated and survived up until now. It's a JRPG, of course you fight God. That's, yeah. Remember you said that. Fight some abstract concepts, fight some God, you know. You know how it is. Oh, cool place. I wonder if this is gonna be relevant later. Anyway, let's go over here. Are the fish people? Yeah, they're weak battle. There we go. They're a little too strong for me right now, so we're just gonna try to book it to the chest. Oh, have a good night. Dora the Map God. Okay, so that is another That's another monument activated, and I believe that puts us in town.
Man, this thing's huge.
This place is even more amazing up close than it was from the plateau. Never would have imagined people actually lived in the Great Forest. Seems like they're using the river as a natural sort of protection against monsters. People sure can adapt to any situation, huh? Hey, you two! Oh, it's Barry! Don't just stand there, you'll lure the monsters. Come into the village where it's safe. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, this is not good! Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. Hey, you with the red hair, you've got some nerve showing your face around here again. It's your fault we can't fish anymore! Don't you dare think we'll let you get away with this either. This village could be on its last legs thanks to you.
Come on.
What? They don't seem too happy with you at all. What the hell did you do? I might have a very faint idea. Oh boy, give me a break. Ah, cute little flower thing. Celceta Village. Cute little town in the middle of the river. Everything's raised up on stilts. And jail. Say hi to jail. How many times do I have to tell you he doesn't remember anything? Amnesia is a valid excuse anywhere that's not here. I swear to God. This conversation is over. You're not gonna get me in trouble if you keep yammering on, so stay in there and shut up. Come on, Adol, this is your doing, apparently. Say something, damn it. Don't you know who I am? Well, you're the first person to come through here through the forest, but to think you'd repay us for welcoming you by doing something so heinous. What is he being accused of? What are you so sure Adol did? Don't play dumb. You know exactly what you did. You poisoned the river.
No way.
What the? That's actually pretty awful. Not just once, but many times over, each time killing more and more fish. You got a thing against fish, you weirdo? I see. Naturally, Adol is the #1 suspect, being the only outsider you've seen. Ever, I guess. I think I get where you're coming from, especially if Adol is the only outsider you've ever had visit your village before. But did anyone actually see him poison the water? This whole village's survival depends on our ability to fish. Everyone here knows that, so why would any of us ever do such a horrible thing? Okay, calm down, sheesh. You checked the whole area thoroughly, though, right? Of course we did. We even went out on the Spartas and searched every last bend. Devil May Cry 5 confirmed. What's the Sparta? Devil May Cry 5 confirmed. They're the sacred beasts that we raise in this village. We can't fish without them. But enough with the chatter. For the last time, be quiet. I don't have to explain any of this to you. Until we've figured out what to do with you, you will remain here and you will remain silent. Sacred beasts, huh? You remember anything about them, Adol? No! Adol had a slight headache and was feeling mildly dizzy. Yeah, that's it. You can touch the light. Doink! Blonde youth. When I heard someone crossing the forest, I had expected a well-built adult warrior. I had not expected a delicately built young man, even younger than I. Regardless.
I honor the skill and courage you've displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts. My name is Ozma. My tribe is responsible for rearing the sacred beasts known as Spardas.
Devil May Cry 5
and I currently
confirmed.
serve as Celceta's leader.
I want to know more about that. Aren't you a bit young to be the leader? You fucking kidding me? You just walk into my house and you say that? Traditionally, the head of my tribe has also been the leader of this village, and thus I now serve that function. There is something more to the matter than that. Since you are here, if you wish to know more about life in this village, I will gladly tell you of the sacred beasts. We keep the Spartas in the building to the west of here. Come with me, and I will show them to you. Okay, so we have Ozma sticking with us. Did you not want to see the Spartas? They're kept in the western building, you moron. Always try to wander off, never don't. This is the building where we raise the Spartas. The livelihoods of everyone in this village are sustained by fishing. However, the rapids swirl perilously, and the river has many different depths along its course. Given those conditions, can you imagine what it would be like to fish on a boat? The boat would be smashed to pieces. Not quite, but you would be swept along the current and pulled towards the center of the forest. You have a distant look in your eyes. Is everything alright? Adol has a flashback inside the flashback and loses his mind. At any rate, this is why the Spartas are useful here, as they can freely swim in the rapids. The fishermen of Celceta village fish while riding these creatures. Without the Spartas, we would not be able to survive in this environment. They are the beasts granted to us through divine providence to enable our survival. Thus, we call them sacred beasts. So, Celceta only exists because of these Spartas here. But I must be boring you with this endless history. Why not talk about them when they're right here to be met? Water Chocobo, you're correct. Baby! That is an infant Sparta. Do not touch it, it is adorable. It is... was it born here? No Sparta has ever been born here. Spartas originate upstream. We bring them here when they are infants and raise them in this village. While they are technically beasts, Spartas are docile and intelligent. They obey the orders of the villagers with little resistance and rarely act violently. We attach saddles and stirrups to them so that the fishermen can climb on top. Take a closer look. Their limbs and tail allow them to swim freely through even the most turbulent of rapids. And the protuberances along their body, particularly on the head, provide the ideal body for treading water at high speeds. We call them gherkins. They are covered in gherkins. The blades on their head, in fact, are the origin of their name, Sparta, which is an old term for Devil May Cry 5. Yep, so these are the Spartas. They are, they're neat, I guess. They look like fucking kaiju. So, has your curiosity about the Spartas been sated for now? It is late. I think that's enough for one day. I want to ride one. No, I want to care for one. Hell yeah. You appear obedient, but it seems you can be surprisingly stubborn. As I just explained, I cannot allow anyone else to take care of the Spartas. Naturally, that includes you as well. However, I am intending to ride one out onto the river to familiarize it with human behavior and expectations. I will choose a docile one for you, if you would like to ride alongside me. Yay! Whee! I had no idea you would be such a natural at this, Adol. But I feel I should probably warn you of one thing. It would be a real shame if someone poisoned this river. The currents become significantly faster as one approaches. Even on Sparta, it is not possible to cross the river completely. I would urge you not to get too close. So how do you cross over there? No one knows. No one has ever been able to cross the river safely to find out. We refer to the area on the opposite shore as the Primeval Lands. It is said that the Spartas, which now live here, originated from those lands. The Spartas are sacred beasts, bestowed upon this world by God. Some believe God resides in the Primeval Lands even now, but since we are unable to confirm, none can say that with certainty. Adol's base defense increased by 1 for remembering the time he rode a horse. So you met some guy named Ozma here, huh? Well, you don't seem like the river poisoning type to me. But it's totally possible you let yourself get dragged into something and wound up unwittingly taking a part in this mess. Either way, it looks like we need to meet this Ozma person and see what he has to say. Adol knocked on the door. Again, what is it this time? Why see Ozma? Are you for real? Do you honestly not understand the position you're in right now? Ozma's in the middle of a meeting wherein he will determine what's to be done with you. Even if it weren't the case, he's an essential figure in our village, a brilliant leader, particularly considering his age. We would never allow you to meet, allow him to meet with the likes of you. What? What are you, are you proving me wrong? Really? 2 seconds? Couldn't give me 5? Sup, it's me, Ozma. I've been informed of the situation. So you're worried about Adol and came to see him, huh? That'd be an awful big help right now. So you're going to convince everyone that Adol here doesn't remember anything and didn't do anything wrong, right? Adol, is this man your friend? He's a great friend.
I see.
Really, you ought to choose your friends more carefully then. Asshole. Hey, what the hell, man? I'm right here! You said your name was Durin. You need to think your position through a bit more carefully. Let us assume that Adol did indeed lose his memories. How does that fact prove his innocence in this matter? Such reasoning will not persuade his soul. Certainly not mine. Well, yeah, I can't really argue with that. Does that mean you suspect Adol too? I am uncertain what to believe, so I came to speak with Adol directly.
Adol.
Adol, I have a proposal for you. If you're truly innocent of this crime, that would mean the real culprit must still be out there. If you can find the real culprit, then and only then will I trust your innocence. Will you agree to this arrangement? Sure.
I see.
Very well. There's no time to waste then. I will tell the villagers to cooperate with your investigation. Investigation? What are we supposed to do exactly? Naturally, you will be allowed to walk around the village. I will accompany you to supervise your actions. That way, you will be able to conduct your investigation without worrying about the villagers. Hey, works for me. But are you sure it's alright to lead around suspected criminals when you're the guy in charge? People might think you're on our side or something. No. I do not take sides. Proving a suspect's innocence or guilt is one of my duties as village leader, and the first step towards ending this. I do what is best for Selray. I can see why they look up to you here. Thank you, Ozma. Think nothing of it. As promised, I've explained the situation to all the villagers. I've asked them to cooperate with your investigation, so do speak your mind on any questions you might have. Kinda makes me nervous, seeing as we haven't proven our innocence yet. Okay, let's see if we can find any clues.
Leave it to me.
TW Dungeon says Ozma's a Soon. Everybody's a tsundere in this game. You can be sweet to them and they're just like, shut up, it's fine, whatever. So, this is part of the game that I'm not super keen on. You gotta walk around and talk to a bunch of NPCs, but I think I remember where all they are. The river dyed crimson, a horrifying sight. The river dyed crimson? I take it you're not talking about the setting sun or anything like that, are you? The color of blood is the color of death. Yet no one was hurt. Our only salvation. So that means the poison was red. Can't imagine how much you'd need to dye a whole river, though. It lasted mere moments, but the river was stained red as far as the eye could see. The source was upstream. All that remained were the corpses of the fish. We know not when the river will be pure once again, thus the men cannot fish. That does sound pretty rough. Were the fishermen okay? The ones who were out on the water when the poison first showed up? Fortunately, they noticed quickly there were no casualties. Several fishermen who had come into contact with the substance did fall ill, but all of them have made a full recovery since. Our only salvation, the Spartas were uninjured too. A large amount of poison coming from upstream. I might be dealing with a bigger disaster than I thought. So yeah, entire river just turned blood red. Real fucked. But you know what else is real fucked? The fact that I haven't upgraded my gear at any point recently, so we're gonna do that. Wait, no. We do that out here, weirdly. This guy. Buy exchange. We're gonna buy some weapons. So, as you can see, these weapons are comically better than what we have. This is why I held off. You have to buy the weapons here. Like, seriously. They're the best. Oh, and, yeah, you might notice this suspicious spear that's in the fucking thing that neither of our characters could use. How mysterious. Let me also grab a few recovery items because they're good. Always could use more recovery items, like that many. Buy 3 more items. Okay. I don't think we need any rota drops, really. I think we're good. Okay. So we got our new weapons, we got some new equipment, that should be fine. Oh, Adol, I mean, get lost, poisoner. I'm not gonna help a baddie like you, go away. It's so boring when we can't go out and fish. All you do is grumble about not being able to go out fishing. If you've got the time to grumble, spend it sorting out what I'm gonna eat instead. If I could, I would if I could, but what am I supposed to do? Huh. As long as it's been like this since the poison first appeared in the river anyway. Oh, it's you. I see you're investigating the poisoning with Ozma. Go on, Raynal. Ask her answer the question. The poison first appeared in the river about 10 days ago, I think. 10 days ago? That's actually quite a while. Is that all you have to say? What? You're missing the most important detail. It happened immediately after this redhead swordsman here left the village. But... Really? He disappeared without telling anyone where he was going, or even telling anyone why he was leaving. How could we not suspect him? There's a mountain of evidence implicating him in this. Gotta admit, I see your point. Guilty as charged, snaps neck. Still, the evidence against Adol is purely circumstantial. We cannot prove his guilt any more than his innocence. We must continue our investigation. Blah blah. Okay. So yeah, you gotta talk to a bunch of NPCs about how fucking sad they are. I believe this guy has something for us. Yep. Oh, Adol, it's great to see you. Didn't think you'd come back here. It's nice to meet you. Oh no, the pleasure's all mine. My name's Gazok and what? Wait, hold on. Wait, why am I introducing yourself when we've met before? You're joking, right? You couldn't have forgotten me, can you? Yeah, actually, he forgot about you for sure. Adol and Durin explained the situation to Gazok. You lost your memories. I see, that's terrible. Huh. You're a lot more understanding than the other villages. Well, Adol and I became good friends when he last stopped by. I can't believe people suspect you'd poison the river. I know you'd never do such a thing. I wish there was something I could do to help. I've spent so much of my time in the forest lately. I doubt anyone's going to believe any defense I could put together. In the forest? What were you doing there? One of Gazok's interests is exploring old ruins. Haha, yep. I lived in the forest all by my lonesome until a few decades ago. I got pretty used to it, really. You're kidding, man. You must be pretty tough to have survived in a place like that for so long. But of course, that's why people call me Gazok the Strong. But don't let me hold you up. Looks like you've got more important things to do than stand around and chit-chat. We apologize for taking up your time as well. Come on, let's get back to asking around. Gazok's great. You're gonna see why Gazok's interesting later. Remember that he's an NPC. He's good. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think there's anybody inside that we gotta talk to. But, I'm gonna check out the interiors anyway, because fuck it, why not? Blah, 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 I hope we find the criminal. No, I think there is somebody inside we actually gotta talk to. This guy, we gotta for sure. Ozma, you're wasting your time if you think they're going to be able to prove their innocence. That red-haired one there is the culprit, and nothing will change that. Don't you have any evidence to back up that claim, Rivaro? Of course, the poison came from upstream, right? And upstream is the dwelling of the Spartas. Ah, so the sacred beasts live upstream. How does that prove Adol's the culprit? Because no one from this village would dare go upstream and approach the sacred beast's dwelling. Not unless they were one of Ozma's tribesmen anyway, and there's only one of those left, and it's Ozma himself. So the only one who could have gone upstream to poison the river from there would be an outsider, and those are in pretty short supply. Ozma could be the culprit too. You've got to be kidding, there's no way Ozma could be the culprit. What a ridiculous thing to say. The very notion is offensive. If you objectively analyze the evidence we have gathered, however, it is a perfectly valid theory. This is why I actually like Ozma. He's like way too intense, goes way too hard, but like, if you're logical about it, he's like, yeah, good point. Naturally, I was not responsible, but nor could I provide enough evidence to convince an impartial judge of my innocence. Well, Don't worry, Ozma. I have other evidence that suggests he's the culprit. You're asking about the sacred beast dwelling, you know? Yeah, he's like that. If there's something new and exciting to explore, he just wants to explore it. It's in his nature. Say what you want. He did it. Don't you have any shame at all? You can spare yourself a lot of embarrassment if you just confess. I've said all I have to say. I don't want to talk to you any longer. Go away and never return. Man, Adol, you really don't seem to be popular around here. Guess you really do stick your nose in everybody's business, though, so it's not really any surprise. I think we got enough oh, shit, I got it all already. Cool. I think we got enough information to start with, at least. Let's go through what we know and see if we can sort it out, okay? First, let's see, when did the villagers first notice the poison? After I left. Yeah, they noticed it just after you left Celray. And that's why you're getting blamed for it. Next question, how did they notice it? The river was dyed red. Yeah, seems whatever was in there colored the water red. Must have been a hell of a thing to see. All that poison. And where did all the poison originate from? Upstream. Yeah, that's right. And if it came from upstream, yeah, are you guys enjoying the quiz? It's fun, right? Must have come from somewhere outside Celray. All right, Adol, if you add all that together, who stands out as the most likely culprit? It was me! It had to be! It was someone from the village, or it wasn't a person at all? ... What leads you to that conclusion? Well, it makes sense when you think about it. You need a whole lot of poison to dye an entire river red, like a river's with the poison. And you're gonna get that much poison, Ozma. You gotta tell me if you know. If it came from upstream, that would mean someone poured it into the river from somewhere outside the village. No way anyone can lug that much poison through monster-infested woodlands. Not even on their own, like Adol would have been. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible to poison the water from upstream, but to dye a whole river, not likely. It does seem rather implausible. So your conclusion, then, is that the culprit may be a natural occurrence or a creature. Adol, and you said your name was Durin, yes? Could I ask that you come with me? Whee! 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 Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Adol, I can't believe you're okay with all this thrashing. Is that a bird? Lucky thing, all up there all graceful while we're stuck here on these stupid things. Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Ho 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 ho! Ah, jeez, is that a bunch of poison? Poison? Sure looks that way, just like what they described in Celray. Isn't it harmful to the Spartans? Okay. This should be far enough. Adol, I feel I must apologize to you. My portrait has grown gigantic. What now? It's a good question. Why now?
Yes.
This is why I brought you here. I know the culprit that poisoned the river. Huh? Really? So why'd you keep quiet about it? Why'd you make us talk to NPCs? My reason hardly makes up for all that you've been through. As you suspect, the poison was not put into the river by a human. Rather, it was the Spartans themselves who befouled the water. What? Wait, no, that's stupid. What? Really? Why? Far upstream lies the Sparta breeding ground. I'm almost certain that they are responsible for this incident. Hold on. Aren't the Spartas sacred beasts? What kind of sacred beast goes around poisoning rivers? The Spartas raised in Celray are not able to do so. Wild Spartas, however, are known to secrete a poisonous substance when they become excited or scared. Basically, they kill you with the hype. Seriously? Why didn't you tell us? I'm truly sorry. The people of my tribe have raised Spartas for ages, all the while obeying the ancient laws pertaining to them. And those laws forbid us from telling others the secrets of the Sparta. That includes the fact that wild Spartas bear poison. So your reason for bringing us all the way out here was to keep anybody else from hearing you? Does that mean something like this has happened before?
No.
As far as I'm aware, the quantity of poison has never been found in the river prior to now. Those not of my tribe are forbidden to approach the wild Sparta's breeding ground, and have been for as long as I know. I was told that this was to avoid angering them, but of course, protecting their secrets was also of the utmost concern. Let's go upstream, man. Wait a second, Adol. You know what this means, right? We're not allowed in the Sparta's breeding ground, which means we just have to leave this to Ozma while we go back to the village and relax. Durin with the right idea. Actually, while I realize it is quite brazen of me to ask you a favor after causing you this much trouble, I would be most appreciative if the two of you would come with me. Wait, why? Right, so can you remind us where we're going? And could you teach me how to teleport? That would be most useful in my journey. As you wish. The Wild Sparta's breeding ground is situated south of Selray. You probably passed it on the way in and assumed it was a later dungeon. You were incorrect. On the drawing you call a map, it would be about... Oh, I see you've already filled that in, you sequence-breaking asshole. Huh, so long as we follow the river south, we'll be there in no time. Doesn't seem too far from here. Indeed, the entrance is situated near a waterfall basin. It is difficult to miss. I've told the villagers that we're continuing the investigation. Make sure you're properly equipped for the perils that await before leaving the village. Alright then, let's do this. Ozma, join the party! So, party abilities. Basically, based on your party comp, you'll get a different effect or ability. Ozma here, since we have a balanced party of slash damage, pierce damage, and strike damage, we get rare item drop rate up. It's a very good effect. Now, Ozma's level is the level you should be at this point in the game. Level 11. I am level 7 because I sequence broke. Let's do it. let's have fun. Let me check. You have the Azure Pain? You do, okay. Oh, I can't not equip Durin with the snake amulet that prevents poison! That leather plate is not doing you any good, but there's no better equipment for you. So, what we're gonna do really quick is run over here, because I believe Adol has a memory for his stuff. Doink. Baker Brute. Ozma was grinding off stream. You're not wrong. You truly are an unusual visitor. You appear to have even more interest in the primeval lands than the people of this village do. Though I suppose that inquisitiveness is what allowed you to come this far into the forest to begin with. Perhaps you might actually be able to reach it one day. Adol, if such a time should come. No, I suppose that is too much for me to hope for.
No.
My apologies, Adol. Please forget I said anything. We should be returning to the village now. Seems my people wish to hold a welcoming party for you. And I would not want to be the one responsible for a guest of honor showing up late. This game is so fucking sweet, guys. Like, all the characters are so nice. Like, even Ozma starts off as a jerk and is immediately like, you can tell in that moment, he's like, hey, if you ever go to the Primeval Lands, can you maybe, like, take me with you? That'd be cool. But, like, he gets embarrassed. And, oh, it's so good. Love this game. I love uppercutting trilobites also. Just, like, sweet sentimentality, just uppercutting trilobites. That's what I live for. So, Ozma is a character I never... I'm gonna be honest. He is very slow, very weird. He's almost like a hybrid caster, and all of his abilities involve, like, this Gaia Wall, for example, gives everybody a defense up. It's a very good support ability, but it's hard to use as a playable character. He's got a lot of range. He's very, like, directionally based. He'll clear a lot of turf in front of him. So, like, if people like Ozma, I 100% respect that. He is not for me. I mostly play the other characters. I will do my absolute best to give him his time to shine on the, during this stream. But yeah, Ozma's a good bean. Everybody in this game is a good bean. Spoilers. Missing No the Great asks, can you get the AI to be on support duty? Yes, but the AI's a little bad about using Ozma's, like, buffs. So, it's best to tag into Ozma, use one of his skills, and then tag to somebody else. Big problem is, his first skill is a defense boost. And you probably don't want to be getting hit to begin with. Come here often, Ozma? I try to avoid coming here as much as possible. Particularly as this place is where I lost my mother and father. I cannot say I have very fond memories of it. Oh, really? Oh, jeez. Touchy subject. All of the Spartas raised in Celceta were captured here when they were infants. My parents were killed by the poison of an adult Sparta while attempting to trap its young. But I cannot let the people of Celceta know that. Why do you bear this burden alone? Because I'm the last of my tribe. The laws essentially forbid me from telling the people of the village the truth about these creatures. How could I reveal to them that two in our ranks, a tribe that cares for the beasts, were killed by those very beasts? Do you really need to go that far to keep it all a secret, though? I mean, I get that Spartas are essential to everyday life in Celceta, but surely it'd be better if everybody worked together to care for them, right? Maybe because they're made out of poison and they're gonna kill you, Ozma? It's gotta hurt to keep this all to yourself. Do you really think you can keep it up? The laws of my tribe are absolute. There's nothing I can do about them. It's like talking to a brick wall. So, I believe I actually missed a line, so I'm gonna go get it. Yep. Green stones! Oh, yeah, Wandering Mask, you got it. That's, yeah. Ozma's a secret sad boy. This area appears to have been filled with water. Look, there's a staircase on the other side. Indeed, but the water seems to have eroded the path, putting it just out of our reach. At all, we should investigate the area and see if we can find another way to reach the staircase. Ozma feels like an ace attorney prosecutor. Yeah, I gotta read this comment out loud for the YouTube VOD. This is so good. This is Wandering Mask says, oh man, I kind of dig the notion that Ozma clings to his laws because they're the last remnants of his tribe and the family that he has. It's good. It's good content. Looks like the water under that wall the wall under that water has seen better days. This ruin is several hundred years old, so such a thing is to be expected. But I imagine with fissures that size, the wall should be brittle enough to break with my spear. Break the wall so the water flows out. Sounds like an idea. Try not to bring the whole place down on your heads and we're golden. Huh. There's no need for concern. My touch is a delicate one. Spear thrust. So, as you start to get more party members, you get more environmental and situational abilities. While Durin and Adel's abilities are almost universally useful, you get abilities like Ozma's, which are really only relevant in the water, which is very fitting considering his, like, backstory. Furthermore, out of all the characters, Durin sucks in the water. Adel's decent, but isn't great, and Ozma basically loses nothing for fighting in the water. He is good at that. Ozma cannot get the underwater chest yet. J-Man, I love the designs of everyone in this game, unironically. They're so dorky. They're very classic. Whoa. Is this the game's first real dungeon? Sure is. The Sacred Beast's Lair. So this actually worked out that I skipped the big tree first, because this is an actual dungeon. Wouldn't have guessed this place was so big from the outside. Likewise, truth be told, I have yet to explore it in its entirety myself. Really? Guess we'll just have to do the honors now then. Do be cautious. There are many dangers lurking in these depths. So, dungeons. There's generally like a little bit of a puzzle to them, but this one involves raising and lowering the water level, which is interesting. Yeah, no, you're fighting battle beavers in this dungeon. And they give a lot of experience. Yeah, it's the water temple, Kari Space Queen. So you want to go into this room first, obviously. Constantly just uppercut a bunch of clams into space. 500 gold, honey potion, topaz, rhododroplet, silver ingot, pick a lock, pick the chest, slate fragment. Yeah, a lot of loot in that room. And we double back this away. Sorry, this is a soundtrack I'm intimately familiar with because it's one of my working soundtracks. Oh, I promise I play as Ozma. I'm joking. If you use Gaia Wall, it makes your NPCs a little more durable. Oh, I should go down this way. I'm gonna show you guys all the dungeon before I show what I'm doing. Okay. Down here, you can see that there is a gap that has not been filled in yet. Remember that this is here. Uppercut a bunch of beavers out of existence, you know, like you do. And if you notice, my level's catching up pretty quick because I came in here radically underleveled, but my gear is good, so I can still keep up. Problem is if I get hit. So I just can't get hit, I say. I'm gonna take a fucking beaver slap to the face. What's the thing that you skip? We're gonna do this that I skip, so don't worry about that. It's just, I'm doing it in reverse order. That the game expects you to, because they do give you options. There we go. So basically, we're filling up water in the main chamber. Boom! I love that. And that will enable us to get to another location in the water. Also, thank you to however many of you have stuck around for this whole thing. I'm honestly very happy and impressed because, like, I love this game and I rarely have a chance to show it off. It's a really good one. And if you stuck around since the beginning or joined halfway through, glad to have you. I will be going to the end of this. I'm planning on making this a regular Saturday thing. A lot of games that have influenced me over the years, and I found out that I actually like solo commentating quite a lot. It is hell on my voice, and I need to practice that also, as you can probably hear by my hoarseness. So, as you can see, Ozma's basic attack is this, like, line javelin thing that'll send people flying. I find it very hard to use because it is technically a projectile. I don't think there are any missiles. There are in the other dungeon. Oh, I am so excited for the boss of this place. The boss is extremely hard. See, we're already hitting level 9. I'm gonna play as Darn a little bit so he gets a little more experience. Any excuse to play my boy.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Oh. Dickafridin says I literally subbed today because I was hoping this would be a thing. Glad to watch. Aw. That is great to hear. Mike asks, do the clams have arms? Like tiny little arms? Yes. Do not question the clams. They will attack you with their tiny arms. So that raises up that, letting us get across the area that I'm like, hey, remember that? Yeah, so now we can double back and do that. And it puts us right next to this chest that I'm going to open and hopefully not super. Silver axe. Okay, so axes in golden axe. What the fuck? Axes in Ys are interesting because they don't do anything offensive like you'd expect. They increase the drop rate of rare items, and you can fucking bet I'm gonna equip that. That's a lot of enemies. Get them with the big crop. There we go.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Hell yeah, Durin. Okay. I don't think we can go through there quite yet. J-Man, I said Golden Axe by accident. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to summon you. I believe we go through this area first. No, I am wrong. I cannot reach that and instead slammed my face on it. J-Man, the Golden Axe is an item in this game. Okay. Wrong zone. You know what? I'm gonna uppercut these clams. They're worth very good experience. Are they actually? Yeah, they are. That big clam XP. Yeah, unfortunately in this game you cannot climb as much as you might want to. Got that boy. Let's cross that rock, and we are now in a new area, which gives Ozma another thing to poke with his spear. Boink. Oh yeah, J-Man's right. You should join the Stabbiness Discord. It's good. Oh, my Cel's killer. I'm really bad at this, guys. I'm sorry. It's a fun community, full of a bunch of fun people. We got chats dedicated to things. You can see freaking fantastic fan art. Wandering Mask's been creating some really good carbon interface stuff that's been making all of our days. There's a lot of good Windrose stuff. You can follow the good J-Man game nights, which is another thing we do on the channel. It's a good place. That's enough of me shilling, because I need to collect a very critical item. So yeah, here's the thing about the water. You see how Adol's dinky little poke is like, ew, so... And Durin's got like this underwater kick. Ozma just clears the area around him and maintains momentum. He's used to fighting in water. Okay, here we go.
Alright. Leave it to me.
I will leave it to you, Durin. Serpent of the Rapids! Volnak... Volnake? Volnaki. I got nothing. Flashguard, 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 flashguard. Hey guys, I like that. I'll try to avoid doing that. There you go. Okay, so Durin's your boy for this fight.
Here I go!
Just want to put as much damage on the boss as possible. There is no strategy to this one. Beat the living fuck out of it. It shoots you with some laser beams. You punch. Nope. So yeah, lots of flash guards, lots of flash moves in this fight. If you can get the movement and the timing done, it's pretty easy and very, very fun to do. That is not the boss of this dungeon, FYI. That's more like a mini-boss. I personally enjoy that one because it makes you feel very flashy. So, we've gotten the very, very, first artifact in the game. Looks like some kind of ancient treasure. Feels strange power coming from it. It's just gathering dust here, so we might as well put it to good use, right? Nobody can test that. The Water Dragon Scales. When equipped, the party can swim freely and breathe underwater. Dive with B, resurface with the right trigger. Equipping artifacts. So, basically, in addition to normal equipment, there's this artifact menu. There are 8 artifacts in the game that each provide a variety of, like, almost Zelda-like effects, giving you different methods of traversal. This is the first of them. This makes us able to swim underwater. Yeah, and I'm the right level for the dungeon now. Heck yeah. So, as you can see, you can really dive. You can also use your momentum from rolling to dive faster, which is fun. So that'll let us grab a lot of chests. This power ring is pretty freaking good. It adds +5 strength, so I'm gonna equip it to Durin because he's who I play.
Let's give him a beating.
I don't think the game expects you to lock in only Durin. But that's what I'm here for. Okay, so we are gonna go through here and get this treasure chest. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of. Damn, okay. That's a later zone. Okay. Gotta awkwardly just... Yeah, no, there's a big wiggly friend down there that I cannot fight because it is underwater. Aw. Don Chad, that's so nice! I'm glad that this is going to be a thing because of how enthusiastic you get about this game. It's exactly the kind of stuff I like when it comes to video games, and have quickly become one of my favorites when it comes to game commentaries. That is super flattering, thank you so fucking much. It's like, if you find me the right game, I can gush about it forever. I love this video game. I'll try to stick to, like, a lot of the games that inspire me that I'm, like, this enthusiastic about, I feel like are ones that are pretty fast and flashy, that maybe a lot of folks haven't played because they got really bad releases or something. I'd love to show y'all some more coming down the line. Okay, angry fish are bad. Do not mess with them. Exceptionally bad. Missing No the Great noticed that I unequipped the snake charm from Durin, and now he can get hit by poison. So we're gonna go in here and get this, which is very important. There's an angry fish that's preventing me. Oh my god! Dude, fish. What are you, fish? You're drunk. Get back in the water. Thank you. Baffledore, I have indeed heard of Super Benbow Quest Deluxe. Lamp has informed me about Super Benbow Quest Deluxe. Oh man. This is the room I was thinking about.
Leave it to me.
I think you guys are gonna like this one. Look at how freaky these beavers are. It's a fucking army of them. Yeah, here's the actual boss of the stage. I'm joking. This is a joke. It's just like, out of nowhere, 500 of these things. There we go, Tiger Flash. This is the skill I like on Ozma. It is very flashy, very strong, requires him to sit here and power up, and then he deals way too much damage. And a big beam in front of him. It's a little hard to use because it requires your AI to actually cooperate and keep enemies still, but yeah. But yeah, this is Ozma's underwater attack. It's really good. It require aim, yes indeed. Come on. Open the chest up. Hey, dude, you feel like opening that? Thank you. I got 2 sapphires, which you're like, that's not very good. Sapphires are very good in this game. I'll show you what they do later. Wandering Mask says, man, I really love the character wardrobes. Same. I love their designs. They're simultaneously really new and modern, like sort of JRPG designs, while being very classic at the same time. Like Durin's design is obviously one I love a lot. He's got the big stupid like collar thing. Big dumb World of Warcraft collar, but like the dumb sleeveless jacket, belts on the arm. It's good. He's good. Hey, this is a stream where I gush about Durin for like an hour and a half. I hope you guys are ready for that. Oh, big frog. The big boy has been handled. So I believe if you're having trouble leveling up or remaining leveled, this big boy is worth a lot of experience and is relatively easy to do. Can do that. Yep. It's about a quarter of a level each time. I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna do that one more time and get a Durin and Adol level. Go. Crag burst up on. That's sick. Crag burst. That is our first 40 SP move. They are functionally mini supers. They hit very hard. I'm gonna hit the big boy again because fuck it. Here. Whoop. Oh, he's dead. But yeah, Ozma's already half leveled. Fuck it. I'm gonna take a sec, grind this guy, and look at chat. Chat, how's it going? You enjoying the show? I hope you're enjoying it as much as you're having as much fun watching as I'm having playing. Jesus Christ. Oh, you joined my Discord. Thank you so much. He's an earthbender. Aw. You guys, you're saying so many sweet things. Enjoying the show, liking the show, loving this, honestly. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Like, this game has such a frantic energy to it. I think it actually makes a pretty decent stream. I say grinding. No, the grind's gonna be over in half a sec. Sorry. This is a cool game. Yeah. Oh man, like, this entire series is neat. One of my friends, Piff, played Ys Origin at my recommendation and tried to 100% it, and apparently warns people away from that. So maybe it's less cool for completionists who need to play it on like super hard difficulties, but the normal mode in this game is exactly hard mode. It's great. There we go, level 14. Ready to go back to an early area and destroy everything that stands in your way? Hell yeah. That's what I'm about. Let's drink some potions real quick. Oh, it's the floppy boy! Durin, get over here. The Hatman asks, does anybody know if a Soul Calibur Create a Soul character Gregor would go on the miscellaneous fan art channel, or oh my god, I am almost dying. I think miscellaneous fan art seems good for it. That's right, that's what you do in this zone. God, if only Durin was somehow immune to poison! Okay. So this is a kind of janky puzzle that will just shove you all the way back if you walk into the walls of water, so you gotta sort of navigate through it. There's the other thing. You gotta be smart about this. You can't let your impulses to just prod the spire run out of control. You gotta break enough stones so that you can get across this little path up there and get a treasure chest. If you break all of the all of the orbs, then you miss out on a little bit of loot, I believe. There we go. And we go back and let the water take us away. Whee! That was less graceful than I expected. They are still poisoned! The quadruple poisoned! I warned them! No, Zappy boy, not today. Okay. Rolling past them because you don't need to see me fight those guys 500 fucking times. Oh, it's another big boy. Big experienced boy. Let me go down here. Oh boy, this part. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember my way through here. Fish! Bad fish!
Focus on evasion.
So Jake, is there a paladin in this game? I don't think so. I think, there's the characters you can play as are all really non-conventional classes. Like, look at Ozma. Ozma's weird. I love him. Oh, here we go. Big puzzle. That is one huge door. It has some kind of hole in it. Maybe you're supposed to put something in there, some kind of key. Pretty complicated locking mechanism, but should be a piece of cake to get open if you've got something that'll fit it. So, this used to be a touchscreen game. It is not anymore. We are missing one piece of the puzzle, so we cannot solve it. That simple. There used to be some touch mechanics. Oh. There we go. Yeah, certain mobs give you just more. Oh, that guy's gonna blast me with electricity. That would have been awful. Some mobs give more XP than others. That, oh, what do you want from me here? Prod. There we go. No, like, all the characters are unusual in that, like, Ozma's, like, some crazy earth elementalist who is also a water elementalist who is also a lancer. Ozma is Durin is a simultaneous information broker, rogue, and fist fighter. Never be satisfied with basic fighter classes. Just go nuts with the character concepts. That's how you wind up with the best stuff. Adol is a little basic, but, like, that's fine. You need one. The next character is fun, and the character after that is my absolute favorite. In terms of, like, batshit crazy. Questionable Qual says, Ozma reminds me of all the useful underwater abilities in Pathfinder. Man, like, you ever want to make a Pathfinder gimmick character that, like, floods an arena with water like a goddamn shonen villain enemy? Villain enemy, yeah. Nice and, redundant. But, like, some goddamn Metal Gear boss who's like, excellent, and now the entire battlefield is underwater, activating all of my hidden techniques. I'll write this one. Ah, the Windrose method of class combinations. Yes, absolutely. Ah, no! My poor NPCs! Yeah, Wandering Mask, that's actually what I was gonna say. Adol has, like, the Paladin vibe. Slate Fragment, last one. We are ready for the boss, everybody! Okay. Hope you guys are ready to see me fight very poorly. I have practiced this boss. I am bad at this boss. I will continue to be bad at this boss. Literally forever. So, yeah, here we go. We made the big boss key. We're gonna fight a big boy before we go through. We need the, oh, many big. There we go, got another level. That is gonna be massively helpful since, once again, I play as Durin. And Durin, for some reason, is the lowest leveled member of the group. My poor soft information broker boy. Come on, let's get in there. Who's ready for some touch puzzles? For fun, I'm gonna do it with the mouse. What's a, oh, I can't turn it using, yeah. Hooba. I am the puzzle master, the master of puzzles. It's just like a touch screen, everyone. Woo. It's cool, it makes the little, like, you're touching the screen here. After Effects, it's cute. Okay. This is where I might lose my no game overs run, so get ready. I am not good at this one. You gotta play as Ozma for the first part. You just don't not play as Ozma. Yeah, it's an underwater boss. Look, there's the boss. Look at it, I feel so bad. It's the crunch fish. Baby. Crunch. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so what you need to do is swim past and activate these little explosive bombs while your allies get crunched. It's really frustrating. There's like, the camera is not great for this, I'm gonna be honest. And sometimes you will just lose all of your potions because you get bad crunch RNG. Okay. That is unfortunate. There we go. There we go. Okay, phase 1 is done, and now we're on the hard part. Hopefully those weapons I bought will help me with this. This boss fight took me like 10 minutes in my last run. Yeah, whoever stabbed that baby Sparta really needs to get messed up before shit happens. Everybody fuse! They can't defeat us like this. Okay. Here we go, phase 2. They do have the decency of fully recovering you before you swim into the boss fight. And for this fight, I like to play Durin. It is not advisable to play Durin. Gasp! Also inhale. Fresh air. Don't care if we can breathe any water or not. People still belong on land, damn it! And that fish, man, you see that thing was enormous. Look there. Baby! Wasn't that the baby Sparta that was being chased earlier? It looked terrified, the poor thing. Durin is so good. Aw, crap. Duma. Hell yeah, boss music. Here we go. Time for the big jump. The gluttonous tyrant. Angoroborororororor. It's back! Oh, we have no choice. We must stand our ground. Oh, we're not dealing him damage. Okay, so the main point of this fight is if you can't flash guard, you're fucked. If you say, for example, rely a little too much on the dodge function, you really can't get anything done here. You need to use a combination of dodging and flash guards in order to even hurt this guy. Aw, damn. Oh, fuck. There we go. Flash guard, flash guard. Here we go. And my team got crushed. That'll happen. Oh boy, yeah. Not an easy fight. So you want to flash guard immediately, run over to this and hit it and stop time. There we go. Can't do anything with this stop time. Okay, it's going in for the crunch. It's fine if your allies get crunched, it happens. Just don't get crunched yourself. So stop time, move over, take it a bunch. That's the best you can do against this boss. Flash move. Oh! Adol's skill leveled up while he was being eaten by the creature. Good. Yeah, I've looked up strategies for fighting this boss online because it feels like I'm doing it wrong. No, this is just how it is. It's a hard boss. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're getting close. Here it goes. Get ready for it. It missed! I didn't even get a flash guard off of that. That's actually hilarious. Here it comes again. Okay. Oh, do you want to open the game bar? Excuse me? No. Get back off.
Let's get him! Is that all you got?
Here we go. Come on, go for that attack again. A little more meter. Flash move. Okay. Oh, it's so close. Ah, oh, damn it. Ah! Ow. Whoops. There we go. Okay, it's now stunned. You want to go nuts on it while you can. This thing up here is the thing you want to hit. Use supers, hit it with everything you have. Oh, damn. Couldn't get it in one cycle. Close enough. If you notice, I am actually running low on recovery items. That's okay. Yeah, no. There we go. Oh, it's so close. Fuck. Damn it. Messed up my flash guarding. Here we go. Going in for the kill. Got it. Okay. Whew. Oh my god. Yeah, no. That was actually my best run ever for this boss. I am glad you guys were here to witness it. Not an easy one. Ooh, that thing just wouldn't give up, dude. I fought it for 20 minutes once. It was bad. If you can't flash step it, you're just fucked. Much as I would like to rest now, I must continue to pursue that infinite Sparta. Infant Sparta without delay. Are you gonna catch it? No, there would be no point in catching it. Come, let us proceed further inside. No rest for the weary, huh? There it is. feared as much. A couple of knives are piercing the infant Sparta's body. Jesus, this is awful. Who'd do something like this? I don't know, but we'll die if it's not treated immediately. Ozma produced several tools from his bag and skillfully treated the infant Sparta's injuries.
Okay.
That should do it. Nice job! It was nothing. The Spartas that assist us in fishing quite often suffer injuries, including multiple stab wounds. It's a real weird thing. But the question of who did this to the poor creature still remains unanswered. You sure you're the only one who comes in and out of this place? As I said earlier, only people of my tribe are allowed to enter here. This is the first time I've come so far in myself. Oh no, it's poison! We're surrounded on all sides and snuck up on us! Here they come.
Hold on.
These are wild Spartas? They've got tusks. No kidding. Does Spartas and Cellray have those? When we capture them as infants, the first thing we do is break their tusks. Man, that's fucked up! You're fucked up. Without them, they become more docile and are unable to spew their poison. However, they do not grow as large as wild Spartas, and become a slightly different color. Well, that explains the difference in appearance, at least, you freakazoid. Crap, they don't seem too happy with us. Traditionally, we only take one of a group of newborn Spartas, but in stealth so that the older creatures are none the wiser. But this infant is older, and quite heavily wounded, and I suspect we are to take the blame for that. Yeah, can't blame him for being mad, all things considered, but check out the water, it's full of poison. Does this mean the poison in the river? Indeed, these Spartas were likely its source. Well, at least now we know, but that doesn't help us get out of this mess. There's no way we can take all these on at once. What do we do, Adol? Let's try breaking through. I believe we have no other choice. Okay, on the count of 3, we make our move. 1, 2, wait, what's going on? Bean!
Oh my.
This is... Oh, they're leaving. Don't tell me that little guy convinced them not to fight with us.
You soft in the head or something?
Yes.
They're beasts, not people.
Whoa, where'd you come from? What's with this stupid arm? Who are you? You're not from the village.
I'm Gaddis, the beast tamer. And I was taming that beast long before you got here and screwed everything up.
Taming? That's blasphemy. They're sacred beasts. Sacred blasphemy? You thick in the head or something? What's so sacred about a bunch of poison-spewing animals? I was wondering what earned them the title of sacred here. Thought they must have some kind of mystical power. I had no idea it was just because your people are a bunch of boneheads who can't think for themselves. So I figured, so long as I'm here, I may as well tame a bunch of them to fight for me. Couldn't hurt, you know. Is this guy for real?
Hey!
Hey, blonde kid! Your village looks after those things, right? Is your tribe just a bunch of con artists or what? You... How dare you call my tribe? My mistake. You're a proud, honorable group of zealots who take care of these sacred, poisonous, carnivorous monsters. Ha 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 ha! The big slappy! The single strongest thing in all of Ys! Ozma, are you okay? What the hell is this guy? No, seriously, what's up with him? He's no pushover, that's for sure. Haha, listen to the red-haired one. I'm not to be underestimated. Your strength is of no concern to me. I cannot stand by and listen to my tribe and my family being insulted. Hey, blonde kid, here's a question for you. You snapped their tusks off to stop them from spewing poison, all for your own selfish needs, right? Well, I tame them through pain. How's that any different from what you do? Go on, tell me, I dare ya! Ugh. Haha, no answer? Of course not. Subjugate them and make them obey ya. That's the only way people and beasts can live together. Laws and tribal traditions don't mean a thing. We're all doing the same damn thing here. You just try to make it sound like it's all sunshine and roses when you do it. Kinda pathetic, if you ask me. What's wrong? Got no comeback? This is just sad now. I'm not wasting any more time here. There's no point. Wait!
Blonde kid.
Blonde kid. I was gonna kill you, but you're not even worth it. Before we meet again, make sure you grow up a little more, okay? Make me mad enough that I wanna kill you. Ain't no fun otherwise. Damn it. So, what I like about this game is you hear that Ozma breaks the Sparta's tusks, and that's fucked up. And like, you the player are like, wow, that's fucked up, and Durin's like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. And then the guy kicks down the door, he's like, I am way more fucked up, but you're fucked up too. And it's like, wow, this is actually interesting. There's something going on here. It's not just blindly going over all this shit, it's good. I think we managed to prove that Adel's not the culprit, but what are you gonna do now? I will tell the villagers about the man we met. People will be shocked, but without a culprit, the people of Selray will be unable to move on. And as for the sacred Spartas, you should tell everyone. You are most likely correct, but I still do not feel ready to take such an action. I am truly sorry. I wish I could deny it, but what that man said is not entirely incorrect. Much as it shames me to admit it. Ozma, I feel my tribe, my mother and my father were responsible for protecting something important. Something more important entirely than the simple secret of Sparta husbandry. However, I have no idea what that knowledge may have been. The deaths came far too suddenly. Learned to care for the Spartas from the notes they left behind, and that alone was all of what they have written. So you think they would have told you something else if they'd survived? What makes you think that? My instincts tell me this. I believe that Spartas carry an important secret. Something more important than the laws mentioned concerning their nature. Their nature?
Yes.
I cannot deny the importance of the laws concerning them, but I know in my heart that there's still more to be learned. Can you see any reason for the Spartas to be called sacred beasts? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when rearing beasts and livestock, the community shares in that work, and in its potential dangers as well. But the Spartas are different. They have been labeled as sacred beasts, and everything about them is a mystery. Could it be that by establishing this label, my ancestors were actually trying to hide something? Now that you mention it, I believe that my parents and my ancestors knew the true secret and worked to protect it. Huh. I can definitely see where you're coming from. It was not so much anger that I felt toward that man. I was more frustrated with myself for noticing the existence of a hidden truth, yet being unable to discover it all this time. Well, that's not your fault, right? I don't think anybody would blame you for wanting to beat the crap out of a guy like that. That's a rather blunt way to put it. Either way, I have much to think about going forward, both regarding myself and Selray. I'm happy to help. I appreciate the sentiment, Adol, but you should focus on getting your memories back first and foremost.
Oh boy.
Seriously, Adol, you can't resist taking every chance he gets to help every living soul with every problem they've got. Adol, Durin, he laughed. Ozma laughed. Adol, Durin, I am truly grateful for everything that you have done. If you should find yourself in the area again, please know that you are always welcome here. Thanks. We'll drop by again if we're ever in the neighborhood. Whew! I can't believe he's looking after an entire village at his age. That must be one hell of a weight on his shoulders. If we get the chance, we should check in on him again sometime. You can now accept quests in Celray. So, God, stop! That more or less brings the Celray arc to to completion. This is a hint of why I like this game. This is just like, you're wandering through the woods, and you come across this situation that Adol's had in the past, and you get into some pretty complicated emotional stuff. Ozma's like, he comes off so harsh at first, but you realize there's a lot going on there, and the game actually makes you, it highlights and shows his sort of like, his questioning of his own role as chieftain, of what they do to the Spartas, and honestly how it's a little messed up. This game is so good and has so many moments like this, and it only gets better. Believe it or not, I actually think that this is the low point of the game.